Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Oh my god, this is an early stream and it looks like my voice has not actually woken up. Good evening and good day, good morning, everybody. Rafifi, bonsoir, monsieur, and bienvenue. Closing, guten Abend, guten Tag, actually, guten Tag, and willkommen. Bino, hello there, and I do also hope we're gonna have a great stream today. It is been some time since we've actually streamed the CPL Premier games. Actually, there are quite a few games that need to be finished until the end of the month, and we got only a few days, and I think we're gonna need to see a lot of them being played out. And of course, I do have to point out LaGGers actually are gonna go on a double. Oh, not LaGGers. Sorry, the other ones. The other one. Retired from China are gonna go for a double today and tomorrow. They're gonna have two games, and I did see also other games being set up during the evenings, but of course I guess I don't know if how we're gonna finish these, so I didn't know if I can do those as well. In the meantime, of course, I do want to say hello to Plushy Hunters, hello, and Lassie Serpel, good morning, sir, good morning. Oh my god, you're everywhere, bro. Thank you so much for being such a Civ fan, amazing. We do have also Lisky V, who was a bit was wondering if I'm gonna pick something today. I'm gonna cast actually today. During the evening at 2000 GMT, we're gonna have the Civ draft, civilization draft, and we're gonna get to see first of all who's gonna be my teammate. Yay! I can't wait to see that one. So excited! And the big news actually. Can you imagine? We actually had a donation yesterday. $7,500 got donated to the cause. Unbelievable. It was, I believe, on the main account of the Civic. Also, Messenger, bonjour, monsieur, bonjour. I'm Daniel. Hello, morning. Oh man, I can't believe $75,000, 7,500. We need to go to 75,000, and we just got to 7,500. We didn't even get there yet. Oh my god, amazing. Anyway, map pool, Primo and Highlands. Looks like it's gonna be the two choices remaining. Highlands, it is gonna be Highlands. Okay, interesting. We haven't had a game on Highlands in a few streams, so definitely something that we need to go for. We need to watch out for. Looking at what's going on, 10% of the way before even starts. Yay! Woo! Let's go! Every little bit helps, man. Every little bit, you know. Every $1. The Loon 75. Good morning, sir, and welcome. So what will we see today? We got on one side the LaGGers coming up with TRYNDA, KabachOk, Kazandar, and Bezdomnyi, while on the other team, on retired from China, we do have Aoi Samurai, FiftyFive, Box, I don't know who Box is, and Ondu, Inversion, coming up for them. Of course, they do have very high pings, that's why you see actually some reds over here and some yellows. And they are playing from the eastern part of the world, very far east, so yeah. The ping will be high. Anyway, in the active ban phase, we do have quite a few choices for them to make, and of course, as you can see over here, we do need to check out one by one. Let me actually fix the music. There we go. Spain coming up as the first choice to take out. Very interesting to actually go for first ban on Highlands, Spain. I was expecting something like, you know, Kupe maybe, or Ethiopia, as it shows up over here in the second ban. Also, Mali would be a very interesting choice here to take out. Goal, yeah, again. But Spain, I don't know if it actually is first ban material. Definitely like first 6 material. I don't know if first ban material. But anyway, we need to actually see how this is going to evolve. As you can see, they're taking their time to think about what they're going to play here and what they're going to ban. They don't want to leave extraordinary advantages for their opponents. Roman Cree, that could be also Kupe, yeah, that could be one. Korea, for example, could be a very strong one on this map as well. This is a seeming map. This is we're gonna have a lot of land for them available, and of course, I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to make the best out of it. Settle. And also, Linda is telling us Mali, Maori, Mapuche, Babylon, Ottoman. Oh my God, you're right. And this is the CPL Premier League, and we do have quite a few bans. You are so right, Linda. Thank you so much for this. Now let me actually see. Do I have the screen open here? No, oh, no, I don't. Okay. Linda, thank you so much. Yeah, good to be reminded of the auto bans over here. So they don't need to ban Coupe, they don't need to ban Mali, and of course I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have picked Mapuche or Babylon anyway. Rome over here coming up in the 5th one, and of course Cree, Basil got taken out. Wait, what? Taking out Basil in the 6th one? Okay, I mean, sure, you can do that if you want to. Let me see. Was this some? Oh, okay, there we go. I keep checking the CWC server to see what got scheduled there. Bezdomnyi gonna go directly and pick Wilfred Laurier, and of course this sets the tone for the remainder of the game. They do want to do some shenanigans when it comes to the culture, and coming up here, we're gonna need to see who is gonna pick up that defense flag from retired, if they're gonna go for something like Pericles, for example, or Gorgo. Both of them are very strong choices. I don't know, maybe we're gonna see something weird. Oh my god, he's gonna go directly for Peter. Okay, I mean that's okay. That's okay. We got 2 Tundra Civs. You know what? That's actually a lot more land for everybody else. You know, like we got Peter and Wilfred Laurier, one on top, one below, and then everybody else is gonna just stay over there in the middle. Yes, yes, 20 cities and the sunshine. Yes, let me be, let me be. We got 55 going for Batriu, Vietnam. Looks like Voichens are gonna be his mantra, and we do have the tons also available to give some extra culture. Interesting choice. I guess it is a simmer, and I guess it can do a lot. I'm not so sure about this though. They eventually want to close the other spectator slot unless they can get someone. No, we're actually gonna leave it open. We're leaving the other spectator open so I can balance out the Congress. Yes, I do. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do, because AI votes always A. Like they always vote for A. So I'm gonna vote B for everything, for anything. It doesn't matter. Like it will nullify. Dido coming up as the 4th choice. This is gonna be the gold generator for the team over here for LaGGers, and that's one thing that also we're going to need to see how retired is gonna play around. But it will vote for something in Patpol. It doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, how the voting works, it doesn't matter if you vote for the same thing or the other thing. So the only time ties come into play or something is when how to say, the total number of the votes, it doesn't matter in what they voted, goes higher than the total number of down votes. It's very weird. Like, I know it's a weird, how to say, mechanic. You would have thought that it would be actually number of votes in a certain choice that should matter, but it's not. It's so weird. Okay, so looks like, of course, Zulu comes up as the next ban over here. We do have the next 3 choices remaining for them to be picked, and a few more seconds to go for. Bezdomnyi is definitely thinking about what he's gonna want to ban here, and looking at Kublai China showing up over here, that definitely taking out some of the Seabirds. I'm thinking maybe Eleanor England will be left open, and we're gonna see it being played finally. I still don't see Korea taken down, so again that would be a very, very good choice for them to play with. Simmers. Oh, I don't believe actually there was an announcement about the new civs. Was there on CPL? I think it. Wait. Let me actually double check this. Was there an announcement on CPL Premier? Info and news. We will add the new leaders to the auto ban list for the remainder of season 1. Oh, we cannot subject anyone to play with or against these until they are balanced somewhat, and then we'll enter the same auto ban vote as all others entering season 2. Okay, so there was an announcement over there. Yeah. The useless information of the day. Laurier in French means bailiff, and thinking about it, I thought to bailiff. I thought what? A Pokemon? Wait, really? Noob64 and Papa Chilling are both online. I'm not sure what's that about. Gorgo coming up as the ninth ban, and there's only one more choice remaining and 30 seconds to choose from. We do need to see how Bezdomnyi is going to want to ban this going. Co-caster, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of late to actually get any one of them or start messaging everybody, oh, let's get in, let's get in, let's get in. I think they had like days to actually put up a question. Good morning, Yorkshire Brit, hello there. Catherine de Medici coming up as the last choice, and we will need to see what's gonna happen here. With the big phase, we do have 4 more choices to go, and this is slowly happening. We've seen actually in other games about France, players do pick Eleanor France sometimes on this map. Onados96, hello there sir and welcome, thank you so much for the follow. Suleiman actually coming up here. We do have of course an interesting pick. The thing with Suleiman, it does tend to get a lot of gold, but in the mid to late game, and of course one of the things that it does also have in the mid to late game is the Janissary. It has been called the one trick pony for a lot of the time, and this is definitely something that we don't see in the meta. Actually the whole drafting phase does seem a bit different than the usual meta that we're used to seeing. TRYNDA over here going for Matthias Corvinus, KabachOk, Saladin. I guess they can afford Saladin actually. Yeah, they can afford Saladin. Like I was thinking, okay, do they have the gold for Saladin? Yeah, they do. They're gonna go Matthias Corvinus. They have Dido, and Wilfred Laurier is not actually that gold heavy. On the contrary, sometimes actually Wilfred Laurier does do a lot of gold with a lot of camps. Depends. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's the normal version of Saladin. Yes, you are correct. But still, it is going to be a strong one if he does manage to get all of that science going. I don't see nations that would actually get religions on them, so if he has something close to him like Matthias Corvin or like another civilization, he can spread that religion into another civilization. You can see the +1 science for each foreign city following Arabia's religion. You can just spread and go wild, my horses, go wild. And we're gonna need to see how he's gonna acquire that science. Of course, on the inversion, he's gonna go for Genghis Khan. We do have him with the Kesheks. Interesting choices coming up on Highlands, especially with 2 Tundra Civs. You would think they're gonna go for a few more simmers rather than these civilizations that do require usually some timing attacks in medieval, in the Renaissance era. It feels like they're gonna have a little bit of a struggle over here. But anyway, I do believe Genghis Khan in the late game can do awesomely well if he does manage to get a level 2 spy, if he gets that extra diplomatic visibility against his opponents and it's not countered properly. Genghis Khan can be amazing. The biggest question that I have is of course about that culture. Canada can do very well when it comes to the culture. And we do need to see how Peter is going to try to counter it. Peter, with the Lavras, with the early theater squares, might actually have the ability to snatch away most of the early great writers. And that is going to be a bit of a stopper for Canada, but not late game. Late game Canada is extremely hard to take care of. Mostly because of those national parks, and if he does get a good land, which usually does happen on the Highlands map, we will see quite a few problems. 1 second. There we go. Please don't start like this. 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 The early stream, very early stream, yes. Nicor 2630. Hello there, son, and welcome. Come on, please. Don't do me like this. The thing is, if it doesn't turn off the tournament draft, it will bug during the game, and one of the players might actually lose its UI, the user interface, which makes us all re-lobby and waste time and so on. And it's unfortunately a bug that we couldn't actually find a solution to. We don't know why it happens, so yeah, it's something that we need to be careful about. Thread carefully, you know how it is. You know how it is. Oh well. Anyway, we're just a few seconds from seeing the game start. Let's see. TRYNDA with Kazandar, Bezdomnyi, and KabachOk are gonna be on one team. They do have Wilfred Laurier, looks like Dido, Saladin, and Matthias Corvinus on their side. They're playing for LaGGers today. On the other side, we do have Genghis Khan, Batriu, Suleiman, and Peter. Oh my god. Always enjoy seeing Canada on Highlands. A chance of getting such an insane goddess of the hunt. Yeah, but oh my god, it feels so bad that goddess of the hunt got changed. Oh my god, like that goddess of the hunt, the previous goddess of the hunt was amazing. This one, 4 gold, extra food. Where the production, bro? Where the production? You know, that's the... What is the new? It's 1 extra food and 2 gold. 2 extra gold. So you get like a total of 4 gold and 1 extra food. I don't know, man. It doesn't feel like it's that good anymore. You know, like... I guess I'm just subjective because I like the previous one so much, so I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, coming up over here we do have Mongolia to the northwest that we're gonna get to talk about first. Looks like he's gonna be a decent ways away from somebody, and this is gonna be, I guess, a bit of an issue for him. It's gonna take a while until he gets up in so worse for Civic, I guess, but I imagine his team will love him for the sponsoring. Yeah, probably. Mongolia over here does have a lot of forces throughout his land, and I do see a few mountains for him to settle on. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a lot of fresh water, and this is sometimes happening on the Highlands map. It does generate with a few of these one-tile lakes, and sometimes you just don't have them next to your early settle. He's gonna get to settle coastal, though, on the western coast. He does have a few cities, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to get to these eastern lakes as soon as possible. We do need to see how he's gonna try to plan this out, and of course if he's gonna go some non-freshwater cities. I wouldn't take out that possibility out of this game. Also, one other thing, give me a second so I can set my thing up. I do want to see messages extremely quickly, so this is the way. Let's see. There we go. On Karakorum we do have a scout coming up in 3, and he's gonna need to discover his land. We do have actually, wait a second, we gotta put remap vote also. Let me see, start prediction, how many remaps? Let's go for 2 minutes because we don't have that much time, and we'll see if you guys nail it. Most of the time you guys nail it, so I'm not that concerned. Looks like in the south we do have Spain, no, actually Vietnam, sorry, I saw red and I thought Spain, but it's not. Spain got banned in the first one. Looks like a Thanglong 55 with a warrior coming up in the south, and it looks like it returns for a scout here, and it does look like he's gonna have a decent amount of cities to settle. Unfortunately for him, he's gonna actually need to do his triple triangle thing with the tons on the east side or the north, so he might actually be forced to settle a few non-freshwater cities to get the maximum benefits out of that. He does have these stone tiles for the 2-2s, does have a 2-3 deer tile on the west side. Unfortunately, it is going to be a bit further away than he would ideally want, and I'm pretty sure he would actually want this one as a second settle next to the coffee tile, next to the 2-3 deer tile, some extra food there. It looks like it's going to be a strong one. Of course, Vietnam does usually require to settle his districts on features on marshes or on forest, rainforest. So that's gonna limit his choices a little bit over here to the northeast and to the east side. Looking at the east, we do have Phoenicia actually coming up with the southern seas, and this is gonna be a lot of coast for him to develop on. Piotahi also to the south, that is actually gonna be amazing. Why did he move? Did he move for the cattle tile? I'm pretty sure he moved from on the 2-1 here. So did he move from the cattle? For the cattle, I mean? I guess so, right? I guess he wants that extra food in there, but why not the fish tile? Whatever. I guess it's much easier to actually use the cattle underneath because you do get that extra base food and it helps you out so much to grow. Now we do have him with horses. Looks like a lot of cities to settle. This is actually very, very good land for him. He will have Batrio on the west side, but honestly with how many cities he has to settle over here, I wouldn't imagine he's gonna be that bothered by Batrio, honestly. We do have to the northeast also Arabia, Bezdomnyi a bit in the top part of the map over here in the mid part, in the mid section. Bezdomnyi didn't move yet, and he does have a choice between moving on the cattle on the east, and looks like that's gonna be his choice. Oh no, where are you going, Bezdomnyi? Bezdomnyi. Is that gonna be like a turn 3 settle, or is it gonna be a turn 2 on the cattle tile? I gotta say, I think the stone tile would have been much better as a choice. I didn't even get to finish my sentence of what that he moved on the east. I mean, okay, sure, if you, especially if you want to get mountains and you want to get high adjacency holy sites with, of course, campuses and so on, you do want the mountains, but at the same time, Arabia does get those extra adjacency points from having them next to each other, much more than other nations. So you still can get them even if you don't have them immediately. Yeah, that's something. That is quite something. We do need to see also him gathering these 2-2 tiles in his capital, because he's he's not producing these scouts fast enough. I'm pretty sure he needs to get the gold from his teammates and acquire one of these 2-2s. He's just working 2-1s right now. Definitely not ideal. I do see he has a decent amount of fresh water, west side, south side. That's actually very good land for him to sim. Doesn't have any gold, as in not a lot of plantations for him to actually upgrade into gold tiles. We do have to the south Istanbul also Aoi Samurai. That's actually in a perfect placement to pull off a Janissary attack against Arabia. They are from opponent teams, and we do need to see how Ottomans is going to want to play this. First, the immediate thing that I do see, of course, Istanbul does have quite a few 2-2s with a 2-2 base, and I do see he has a lot of fresh water. He's going to settle a lot of cities around these rivers and the lakes. We're going to need to check out, first of all, Bezdomnyi's performance when it comes to the science acquirement. Even though Arabia does get quite a few bonuses towards that, it's not a given that all of the players will play the same. And of course the lands with giving the opportunities and so on and so forth. We do also see Cairo over here actually went for the 1-3 to get the extra point of production towards his city center. That's basically 2-2-2s. That just nullifies his whatever. Anyway, coming up over here, we do need to see next up. What do we have? The yum yum cap, the yum yum. But wait, why does he call it the yum yum? Because like there's no deers. It's been so long since I've seen such a bad cap for Canada. I mean, sure, you got quite a few forests, right? But you and one sheep tile, 2 sheep tiles. But no possible Temple of Artemis? No nothing? Ew. Man, that's just nasty. Definitely not a yum yum. Yeah, definitely not a yum yum. I was thinking like, does TRYNDA see something I don't, or was that a redeem for his stream? I think it was a redeem, right? The tempo is so slow. I know, right? Oh, you renamed it. Oh, I see. Finarfin playing with our hearts over here and minds. Oh my god, bro. Man, 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 this is like putting honey on a barrel of poo-poo and then calling it a cookie. You know, this is so bad, bro. This is so bad. Oh, I don't even want to speak about this. This is unspeakable. We do have Buddha coming up with a 2-2 base. It looks like he's going to get a settler in 7. He is going to need to settle on all of this coast over here to the east side, unfortunately for him. Usually, Hungary is not a coastal or seafaring nation. And we, of course, still need to see him get the commercials, and I'm pretty sure he has these rivers to go for the adjacency. Even if he doesn't, I'm sure the players will just ignore the adjacency and get the commercials anyway. Because it's such a good cap. Yeah, Finarfin knows the way. Yeah. Yeah, man, you should rename the second city Battle of Poo Poo. Definitely. Or his religion, you know, rename his religion like that. On the last civilization, oh, look at this, like in contrast, this is such a big contrast. Look at this, deer, 2 deer tiles, a 1-4 and a 1-3. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 amenities in the capital with Temple of Ottomans, a +3 holy site. Can go for a +4 if he goes for river goddess. Like, that's wow, that's just wow. Wow. Okay, what do you think, guys? Remap or no remap? What do we have here? Let me actually take a look at what did you vote. It's 171 and so only, wow, both of them actually wanted to remap. Man, this is such an awkward moment, and I think they actually remap for Karakorum, honestly. He saw the lack of fresh water he has around his city, and he's like, nope, nope, I don't want to do this. Nope, don't do this to me. And of course, I do have to point out, both of the teams did just spend the remap tokens, so whatever map is going to be generated next, that's going to be the map. So we're going to get to talk more in detail about each and every spawn, and we're going to see what they're going to end up on.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water,
Okay, new map, new thing. Let's actually finish the vote here. I got distracted in my mind. One remap, of course, complete prediction. Let's see who got the points. We got quite a few of you in getting the points. I don't know who though. Pilda 3, Hifin 8 just got 1,000 something points. Okay, good job, guys. Good job predicting this. We do need to talk about Russia first. From what I can see, is on the top. No, actually, he's top east. Let's actually move on. Let's actually go for the first one. It is gonna be Vietnam over here, coming up with 55. We do have a much better land available for him. He's not coastal anymore, and from what I can see, he's gonna get a decent amount of fresh water around these one-tile lakes. You can see actually the dark green tiles available for him. A lot of forests also in the middle for those possible district placements. And quite a few mountains also for him to get the extra adjacency for his campuses with features next to them. very important. We also need to see, of course, where are his opponents and what kind of resources does he have. Now that we actually see the screen opened up, we can take a look at his choices. He can settle olives, for example. He doesn't have a 2-2 base, so might as well. He does have a 2-3-1 wine tile in the capital, as well as more of these olive tiles. Has access to horses in the southeast and an iron tile to the southwest. Both strategic resources available for him. We do have him with a decent amount of land to the east to go for, and I don't actually see anybody really close to him. I think the first nation is Phoenicia. That's gonna be an opponent. He has mountains to go for, not really close for any kind of attack here. Well, except the later on stage of attack, right? I don't think Voicheans are gonna travel so long, and I don't think Kazandar is gonna be incentivized to settle the west that much. Looking at the south here, oh, I see. Oh, now this is a yum cap. Finarfin, you need to be on the buttons and actually go and rename this again. Yes, rename this again, bro. Cause come on, yum cap. Let's go. TRYNDA over here, or you should even ask for like how do you call it? Like how to say reduction in price or something. Like it should be renamed automatically yum cap because you redeemed it first, right? We got 3 deer tiles with 1 sheep tile to the north. There we go, yum cap. Yay! We do have to the north coming up over here with quite a few mountains for him, but of course that's not going to be tundra. He has a lot of fresh water from these lakes west, east, and one city south. I do see he's going to need to travel a little bit further away for the good Titi over here on the west side. Pai Titi is going to give him some extra culture and some extra gold, but by the time he gets there, that extra science and gold, that extra culture and gold might be irrelevant. We do also need to take a look once he's going first. He's going builder first with 1-6. Okay, so I guess he is slowly getting that. Oh, I see what he's doing. He should actually buy one of these rice tiles, so he works it for 1 turn and then he gets enough food to work the deer tile afterwards. But anyway, it's fine. We do need to see also his strategic resources. He has iron in the southeast. The battle of, oh my god, he actually the battle of Pupu. Yes. Now this is the one. Wait, I'm getting desynced? What? Loading, please wait. What is this? Oh my god, is this actually gonna be a different map now? Okay, who got the other mods? Who did it? Who has different mods? That's a big temple of Artemis if he gets it. Yeah, that's 4 amenities, 4 food, a decent amount of housing there. Let me actually take a look. Is this the same? Yeah, this is the same map. So I guess we just had everybody desync. Wow, okay, everybody desync. Well, we do have these deer tiles. Okay, so I think we're safe to move on. Oh, he's actually growing in much faster now. I guess this was the desync, right? He was getting the extra food from his capital and we just didn't see it. Anyway, where is his horsey? No horsey? He has a horsey to the northwest. Okay, it just takes a while for him to get it. Hopefully we won't have any more desyncs. And it's updated now. Hopefully it works. Yeah, exactly. We'll see. Coming up with Cairo to the south of southeast of Vietnam and south of Phoenicia. We do need to see what he's gonna pull off over here. He does have a 1 tile choke towards Vietnam, so I'm not that worried. And from what I can see, unfortunately for him, oh my god, this is like, no, oh man, this is just such a bad land for Cairo. Like this is an amazing Etemenanki if he wants to go for one, because a lady of the reserve marshes, Etemenanki, a lot of production, and it actually might make this viable, but it's still gonna be slow as hell compared to every other point. He does have a few cities to settle on the coast to the north, and from what I can see, he's gonna need to keep on moving to the east side to actually get some good cities, even take out a city state that he would actually want, Candy. He would definitely want these city states for himself, the faith city states, so he gets extra faith per turn. But anyway, this is not good. This is not good, guys. We do have him pumping out a scout in one turn. I do see an iron tile to the northwest and no horsey. Oh, horsey is gonna be 5 tiles out to the northeast. That's actually a bit too far away. Canada can sus Mohenjo. Yeah, Canada can definitely sus Mohenjo. He can, and they're close to it. But does he actually, like, does he want to take it away from Bezdomnyi? Because honestly, Bezdomnyi needs it more than him. I'm curious if Arabia over here is gonna try to go for choral music or Feed the World. Feed the World seems like to be the best choice here. Thank you for the follow, White Wolf 36. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Yeah, this is I'm very surprised about this one. I like the previous spawn was awesome. This is kind of poo poo. Okay, so we do have boxers coming up with Mongolia. He is going to get another scout in 2 turns. He does have a lot of horses. God of Craftsman could actually serve him right here. He has 4 strategic resources just in his camp. And of course, we do know the power of Mongolia. We do see him benefiting from that iron tile, benefiting from the horses, fresh water, west, south, and that's about it actually. Because in the north, in the east, he doesn't have any. It's going to take a long time actually until he's gonna get some. Interesting choice, by the way. The land kind of forces him to go towards Arabia, and this is gonna be quite a weakened Arabia. We do need to see how he's gonna try to go against his opponent here. Of course, definitely he can go on this river to the north, from the north to the south, and try to expand his cities there, and then just puddle jump over here, and then go for Cairo. You know, it happens. And pew, 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 pew. Looking up next, we do have to talk about a bit of Istanbul, which is gonna get a deer tile, a 2-3 deer tile to work at the beginning with some extra production. He's gonna get everything worked there, and this is the moment of truth, by the way. If we're gonna actually, okay, it fixed. I hope it fixed. We do have Samurai coming up with a scout to the south, or scout to the north, going for his settler. Working 2-2-2-3 and a 1-3. It doesn't actually give him a lot of population growth. He can settle a lot of cities on this river to the south, and his 1-tile lakes to the west side, very far away from an actual enemy. And I guess his next door enemy will be Hungary to the southeast. That's definitely not a good choice for him, even with the samurai timing being later than usual. You just have too much distance to cover. So I guess samurai will actually need to get the gold this game. We're probably gonna see him get a lot of commercials, go for the banks, well, I should say the bazaars, and get as many trade outs going as possible. It's gonna have an issue when it comes to the gold generation. One of the things that I have to say is it would be amazing if he ever gets a city over here to the southwest and starts trading with Mongolia on the water. But of course, that's quite far away, and a cat, taking out a cat might actually be a better, faster choice to go there, easier choice. We do have him with iron tile to the southeast of Istanbul, and from what I can see, he does have horsey next to his capital center over here. That's interesting, and of course, both strategic resources being so close does allow him to give those to his allies. Triple horsey, yeah, at least Arabia can do his holy site campus setup in the desert. Yeah, definitely. I believe that's not gonna be a bad thing for him, having all of these tiles that he's gonna well, basically take out with his districts. But I'm very worried about lack of fresh water here. This is not something you wanna see when you spawn. Okay, we got two more civs to go. One is Buddha, who did settle on cotton. Yeah, cotton. 213 tile underneath his city center. He does have 3 tiles that he's gonna have his Pearl of the Danube bonus, and we do see him with quite a few freshwater cities over here, northeast and southwest, east side and south. The land again doesn't actually favor him to go towards Ottomans, so this is gonna be basically like a big DMZ over here between them. I don't think they're gonna want to populate it from the beginning of the game. Of course, KabachOk does have that ability of buying units from city-states, or levying actually units from city-states, and he's gonna try to project power all across the world over here. The power! He has the power! We do need to see also the settlers coming up in 2 turns. And of course, where is he gonna try to get that first settler? He did pick up another scout, and that actually makes me wonder, was that a buy? I think that was a buyout. Or did he pop one of those tiki huts and got a free scout? One of the two. I'm sure that he will want to escort the settler actually with it, and we've seen what happens when you don't escort your settlers. Guys, best pro advice that I can give you: escort your settlers. Don't let them alone. You never know what your settlers are gonna do. They're just gonna get distracted. You know, like cats. Do you know how male cats are? They just get distracted and then you know, they go. Yeah, you gotta be careful with your settlers, man. Okay, coming up in his capital, we do have horse tile to the southeast. Looks like he is gonna have his item but 4 tiles out. That's a bit too far away to actually improve or acquire, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to settle one. He can settle on the east over here on the 2-2, and of course get that iron, get the horse. Shouldn't be that big of an issue. This settle though, this settle is amazing, by the way. 2-3-2 bananas, a good campus, and some iron tile. That is amazing. You should get this. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, coming up in the north, we do have Ondu with St. Petersburg is gonna be the, or is gonna try to beat the competition for Wilfred Laurier for TRYNDA, and we do see St. Petersburg coming up with Lavra. Looks like he is gonna get Uluru to settle on. Why is he not going Uluru? Bro, Ondu, come on, you need to go Uluru. You see it, guy, you see it, bro, you see it. You're gonna pop a tiki hut. You need to go there. Is he not gonna go here? Yeah, he is. Okay, he is. Okay. Whew. Man, that was such a waste of a settler if he didn't go there. Anyway, he's gonna start to improve his lands. He does have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these tiles that he can improve with camps and patches for that Temple of Artemis, and this is gonna be the big choice. Who's gonna get Temple of Artemis? We already have the Battle of Pupu here. TRYNDA getting his upgrades on his deer tiles, and I'm pretty sure he wants to go archery. There we go, archery in 1, while Ondu is going mining. No, Ondu going mining over here. So basically he gave up on getting Temple of Artemis. You know, he's not even gonna try to get Temple of Artemis, which I kind of get it, because of course usually Canada is just much faster on it. So yeah, okay, it is what it is. Well, we do have 10 horses just acquired from that tiki hut, and from what I can see, Tula is benefiting from Goddess of the Hunt, snatching it away. Wow, he actually snatched away Goddess of the Hunt. That is okay, interesting. What can I say? I mean, we still have good tiles over here for Canada. Not the best tiles, but they're still good tiles. 4 deer tiles that he's gonna get to improve. Definitely not bad, but still, they could have been a little better. Not very well, but a little better. At least Arabia can do. Oh, right, I did hear that. Okay, we do have shrines coming up from St. Petersburg, another Lavra coming up from Tula. I'm amazed about this choice, but it is what it is. He's gonna get over there next to Uluru with a +2 adjacency. We do need to also take a look at what kind of religion he's gonna pick up over here, and if because it's gonna give us an idea of how he's gonna want to plan out his sim. I do like the fact that he also has a decent amount of freshwater cities between the mountains to the north in the tundra, and even if he does need to, well, spend some time to go to the west side, he doesn't actually how to say, he doesn't actually have that many worries. He does have a bit of an issue, but I do have to make a quick comment over here about him getting so close to Hungary. Hungary is not a nation that you actually want to fight directly. With Hungary, you want to fight through proxy wars through those city states, because they get more damage by you, against you. So against your opponents, I mean. So most of the time Hungary just wants to stay away from his opponent's borders, and of course use city-states to attack into his opponents. We do need to see if Armagh, for example, is going to get levied, if he's ever even going to scout that city. KabachOk at the moment is trying to figure out, okay, how does my land look, what can I do here, what are my resources, my possible city locations, and so on. We do have KabachOk actually going for that coastal settle with the city of Győr, and this is actually quite nice. Can you imagine? Oh my god, I can imagine it now. TRYNDA just putting a city in the north and getting Reina in, and then they're gonna trade cap to cap with Hungary. This is gonna be awesome for them. This is such a long way for a trade route as well. They're gonna get so much gold. Very nice, very nice. Not a too good snatch since change. Yeah, I think so. I think Russia would have been better off with just taking Earth Goddess. Yeah, I do believe there were a lot of other choices that Russia could have benefited from. I don't know why he was so adamant into snatching this away. He's probably thinking that is definitely a good thing to take it away from Canada. And I honestly, seeing Canada spawn, I can't really say it's bad, but thinking about the consequences in the long term for Russia not benefiting from that extra faith, it's I don't know if it was worth it. Like, in all fairness, I don't think it was worth it. He is gonna get some better cities some better tiles to work on the west side, though. We do have some truffles, for example, for him to get with the extra food, extra gold. There are some deer tiles that he's gonna get to improve. So all in all, he's gonna get some bonus, some bonuses. But you gotta admit, the Battle of Pupu would have been an amazing city if Goddess of the Hunt. But anyway, you see how slow TRYNDA is to actually get that Golden Age. Is still 4 turns out from acquiring 12 faith, and yes, he does have 4 turns from actually building the Temple of Artemis, but it's fine, you know, it's fine. Let me actually take a peek over here what's going on. I do want to actually get myself some water. I just got some coffees, and I think I'm gonna pour myself another coffee, because yeah, coffee. It's still early, relatively early in the morning, and this is not usually the time I stream. I gotta say, this is not usually the time I stream, for obvious reasons. Like, I need to wake up for one thing. Wait. I'm confused right now. So, hey, Groovy, are you here, Groovy? Are you here, my man? Because I think you just shared the same picture, just different angle. Okay, so, you know, guys, there was Thanksgiving, and Groovy shared with us this picture, which is amazing. Like, a lot of good food over there and amazing stuff, and of course the dog. But then today he shared this one. Isn't this the same? This is the same picture, right? He must have. Can you imagine how much he loved this? I can only imagine, man, how much this table meant for him. This is just one of those moments. He was probably even like, he dreamt about this. You know, he loved it so much. Amazing. Yeah, amazing. Okay, so coming back to the game, we do have a war declaration. We do need to see also what happened during the game. It looks like Vietnam is going to put his Than placements between his cities here. He's getting hit by one of these tornadoes. Not going to be that bad. We do have Arabia figuring out his land adjacency, and he snatched, oh my god, Bezdomnyi just going crazy against Fez over here. Okay, it is what it is. He's gonna snatch one of those 2 charge builders and get away with it. We do have naked settler going to the northeast, and it looks like Bezdomnyi's land was hit by something. There is a 2-3 tile over there. That's not usually what happens, and I think it was something like wait, was this Habub? I think this was Habub's work. Let me actually take a look, but I think that's Habub's work. Man, I recognize Habub where Habub lives. Where is it? Habub! Habub! There we go. You see, 2 population lost, but Habub dust storm, it did improve some of these tiles. Let me actually see. This is the Panotia. Yeah, there we go. Panotia. There we go. You recognize Habub everywhere, man. We got Magnus establishing Cairo, which honestly you don't actually see that much on Arabia. Usually you don't want Moksha or Pingala, but I guess so. It works. If it works, it works. He's not that close to anybody to actually trade with, so might as well. We do have another holy site coming up from Damascus. That's going to be a +2, and of course with extra production that he's gonna get to use from these tiles, he's gonna be quite happy. We got also a relic. Box has actually got a relic. That's Genghis Khan on Karakorum. Already improved his 3 horses. He's gonna get a fast pantheon over here with the relic, and from what I can see, he's just gonna need to use it 1 turn, and that's it. He's on 11 faith per turn. Sorry, in the bank with a 5 per turn. Traders coming off from him. We got monuments, and we don't actually have that many pantheons arriving for the players. I was trying to ping a little bit through the map, but it doesn't look like the players actually got to choose their pantheons yet. Canada did finish Temple of Artemis in the Battle of Pupu, and we do have a builder coming off from that city center. I see a holy site. Okay, his holy site opening here. Okay, interesting choices, and of course TRYNDA is gonna try to min-max this as soon as possible. He is gonna get Preslav, unfortunately, next to him, and you can see how many warriors actually. I was thinking for a second there, oh my god, Hungary! If Hungary would have been on the opposing team, this would have been amazing, right? We would have seen Monreal over here have a run for his money, but it looks like no, it's Preslav is just gonna be very, 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 very cautious over here about doing anything extreme against Monreal. It looks like Canada's capital also grows quite fast. We still don't have a pantheon for him, but I think he's just a few moments away from picking one. He does have 14 faith in the bank, so he's kind of late on picking a pantheon in this case. Darud, yeah, El Planero, hello there, sir, good evening. Canada finishes Temple of Artemis in the Battle of Pupo. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so Earth Goddess is gonna be his choice. Oh my god, this is so much better for Canada, by the way. I think actually I gotta say no, I gotta ask the chat over here. Did Russia do I'll say do Canada did Canada a favor for picking what was it? Hunt, Goddess of the Hunt. Camp Panther. Yes, no. What do you guys think? And then I'm gonna put up the prediction. By the way, we're 10-22. We got 9 more turns until the next Congress. We can see Canada over here does have 10 faith a turn. We got Peter on 17. Canadian holy sites are just now getting built. He has 7 popping his capital, and of course we do see his pumping up more settlers. The poo-poo full of sprinters. Oh my god. That's just such a vivid image, bro. Okay. we do also need to take a look at what's going on. Russia did manage to get his first religion. Looks like Hungary did pillage that Lavra 2 times in the city of Tula. Confucianism is going to be Russia's choice. Feed the world with a lay ministry. Shrines and temple provide him the +3 food and +1 housing each. And then lay ministry is going to give him the extra 2 faith and extra 2 culture respectively. I do also want to point out later on in the game we're going to have, of course, Canada needing to get the charming appeal and the breathtaking. So Earth Goddess is going to actually mix quite nicely with that type of gameplay. You can't really work the national parks though. That's another thing that I need to mention. Okay, do we have more pantheons? More pantheons? No more pantheons? Come on, more pantheons. No pantheons? Come on. More Korakoro maybe next? We do need to see what he's gonna pick here. A 4th city coming up soon. Another hut. Oh my god, he got another hut. And Mount Kilimanjaro did spawn next to Mongolia, by the way, to the southwest in the tundra, which has amazing tiles to work. That's definitely not bad, not bad. KabachOk, so this time it's going to be a relic on Matthias Corvinus, and I'm pretty sure he's going to give it to TRYNDA for some extra faith per turn. Why not? He does have God of Craftsman, or I should say Hungary does have God of Craftsman. He did improve 1 horse tile, and I'm not so sure this is actually going to give him that many points. From what I can see, he has only 2 of these strategic resources that he can improve. He settled on 1 with the city of Győr, so that's not going to work. And from what I can see on the other cities, not even like high tier resources are going to be available, like coal and so on. Niter, I guess he has 1 niter tile and that's about it. Oh well, it is what it is. On Istanbul, we do have city patron goddess and quite a few of these commercials settled down. Settlers coming off from Istanbul and Izmir. Bursa is gonna get a builder, going for the traders. Looks like you guys are favoring the no option. So it looks like Russia did not do Canada a favor for picking up the Camp Pantheon. It was still a big snatch away from his opponent over there. And of course, we do need to see if Ondu is gonna get to benefit from it a little bit. While of course, we do need to see how Canada is gonna adapt around it. Wow, 2 turning a settler from the back. Oh my god, bro, that's a lot of production. That is a lot of production. I'm still quite well, I guess it's fine. It's better to actually go for the settlers. He was about to 1 turn a settler. Whoa! What? Oh my god, that is so big. That is so big. We do have 7 more turns. Yeah, 7 more turns until the next Congress session. And looking at the era score screen, I think we do have a few problems here. For example, KabachOk does have an issue getting to his golden age. He could get a boat if he wants to. And looking at his tech side, he's mining and craftsman, so he's quite far away from everything else. We do have him getting more settlers. Oh my god, this might actually come back to haunt him. Usually when I see this happening, it means it spells disaster. Yes, you want to be as greedy as possible at the beginning of the game, but those extra turns that you might spend into a settler, well, you have so much to catch up in the era score, might be the difference between you getting a golden age and you not getting a golden age. We do need to see, of course, if he's gonna try to get that sailing. I don't actually see him having a lot of science. He's on 5 science, a 10, 8 culture. We do have him already generating a road from Estragon to Buda. I'm sure that he's gonna ask TRYNDA over here to put a city to the north, and unfortunately for TRYNDA, actually he doesn't have that many units to use to defend himself against the 55 scout. We do need to see if he's gonna be scouted out, and of course the scene over here, TRYNDA does have a scout between the mountains. What do you think, guys? Is KabachOk gonna get his golden age? Is this gonna happen? Nobody answering this question? Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna find out together. Hungary over here still have 15 out of 19, 4 more points to go for, and he still is building those settlers as fast as he can. Going still, well, he didn't switch for the mining. I do want to see if he's gonna go for something like sailing. He would have a chance to chop one of those boats out and at least get closer. But yeah, still a problem. Still a problem. Maybe he's gonna, let's see their vision. Maybe they can go around the map, so they need to discover here. Bezdomnyi scout needs to keep on going to the right side. Actually, this one needs to get, Kazandar needs to keep going to the right side as well. And at least it's going fast, it's 3 movement, so he might actually discover. How many turns? 6 turns, yeah, he should have enough time to get here. How does the land look like? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, he doesn't know about it, and he's, oh my god, no. The big lake stoppage over here, he's not gonna get to go into the water. He needs shipbuilding for that, and he's not ready for it. He definitely is not ready for it. Oh, that's not gonna happen. Okay, that's gonna be a weird one. Okay, so city states, we do have Mitra with Anshan and Fez for the science city states. It looks like a Cad with Preslav will be the ones providing the military. Kandy and Anshan will be providing religious bonuses, and Muscat with Zanzibar are going to be the ones with trade bonuses. Looks like also we do have Singapore and Mexico City for those industry points, while Mohenjo-Daro is going to be the only one for culture. Okay, an interesting array, and we do have quite a few of them. Okay, very nice, very nice. Now I think more pantheons did get chosen here, and we can actually take a peek. God of Open Sky coming up from Mongolia, a strong one, especially since he does have quite a few patches to improve. He's gonna get another settler to the west side, get to close up and personal with more cattle tiles. Very nice. That's a lot of beef right there. Huzamani in Mohenjo. Let's actually take a peek over here. Mohenjo is KabachOk's Hungary. Hungary. We do have Hungary trying to levy Mohenjo. He's still 50. Well, I guess. Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? Get it? I don't see. Wait. 2 tons. Okay, so he's getting it in 2 tons. That's more than fast enough. Mohenjo, can it be levied? That's what I want to know. 60 gold. Oh, actually a quick fast levy over there. Very nice, very nice. So we do have possible Sue's bonus and a levy. So he's, yeah, he should have enough. He should have enough. And we do have 110 for Slinger in Bura. Looks like we do have a few builders trying to snatch his land and improve it. To the west side, he's getting another one of these settlers and gonna put it on the cattle tile. I didn't want to double check the pantheons here. So on Cairo, stone circles. Oh, really? You want stone circles? Okay. I mean, so that means all of these march tiles are gonna be useless throughout the game over here for Bezdomnyi. We do have him, of course, with quite a few stone tiles that he's gonna get to improve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more points of production over the normal quarries, and of course the 1 point of faith. We do have more of these quarries on the east towards Mongolia. I'm not so sure that's a good idea to actually go towards Mongolia, but he doesn't actually have another choice, so might as well go for it. Thang Long did go for God of War and Plunder. Vietnam is gonna get his 1 point of general for each of these tons, and of course you do see that he did get 3 of them, already generating a decent amount of culture on 8 and 18. 8 science and 18 culture. We got a Gavron Plaza coming up from Thang Long, and he did settle initially on the olive tile. This is something that we didn't actually catch at the beginning, but I do have to point it out. He did also improve his iron tile, and I do see he's going for his 4th, 5th, and 6th settler quite quickly. Going to expand a little bit to the north and to the east rather than to the south, from what I noticed, and he is getting pressured a little bit by TRYNDA's Canadian warrior. Do we have anybody with a problem? No, actually nobody else does have a problem with when it comes to the ERA score. KabachOk was the last one, and he is going to get the Suz on Mohenjo-Daro. That's going to be good enough. We got a sanitation station coming up for TRYNDA. Oh man, these names, bro. Earth Goddess coming up today. We do have holy sites from that city center coming up with +3. I do see Holy Side prayers also coming out for him. Oh, five cities quite quickly actually. What is his? Wait, that's the fourth city. What is the fifth one? He didn't get a. I thought no, he didn't. Okay, he did. Oh, he stopped to build the Holy Side. That's what happened over here. Okay. Cocos, is there a mod that splits the city states equally? Hello there, sir. And as far as I know, we don't know about one of those modes. We are using BBS and BBG, which does set us a certain amount of distance between the nations and the city states. Not really how the city states get settled next to each other. They tend to also get pushed in the tundra a lot more because of this mod. It I want to say it says like a 9-tile range or something like that minimum between the capital city or the settler actually spawning and the city state. Muzzle Chen, I'd say it would be better if he goes his golden age. Yeah, the fidget spinner lake is a problem. Yeah. Well, even with the fidget spinner lake, it looks like he's still gonna get the golden age here. It's fine. 2119. I just noticed there's a new button on CPL server. I don't know if you guys saw the Bros Channels tab on top of the server over there. Bonjour, Frizzle! How are you doing? Oh my god, this is so early morning. I'm sorry, I'm sometimes getting, I would say, caught thinking about other stuff and I totally forget about the game. I'm sorry. Gonna need to put up the team names here so everybody knows who's playing whom. Let's take a look. On the left side, we do have Retired. I believe they want to call themselves Retired. The full name is Retired from China, actually. Well, CivCN. And on the right side, we do have the LaGGers. Do you cast tomorrow? Wait, which cast? Tomorrow I do cast again Retired from China against somebody else. I forgot whom, but let me actually type. HOH, I believe it's HOH tomorrow. Not how to say, not the CPL ones. Oh, Tsingy versus Civ Australia D3 Champions title. Wait, this is later on that evening, right? Let me see. No, where is it? I don't know where it is. I don't see it. Where was it scheduled? 11 a.m. No, I can't. I can't. I already. Sorry, I didn't know about that one. I already have in the schedule. I already have Retired versus HOH, which is starting up at 12:30 a.m. 12:30 GMT. But where did you schedule that one? I don't see it. There's no schedule. Where is it? Where's that one? D3 Champions title. That was. That's in CVFR? If I don't, you can imagine if I don't see it scheduled, I don't know what it is. You just told me about it. Oh, it's not announced. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. We got one more turn until the next golden age, and I do want to quickly double check all of their pantheons here if anybody got a new one. We did have a new religion actually. Taking a look at Susibaka, we do have choral music with Der Mers. He's gonna try to get as fast as possible that culture going. +3 faith and +2 culture for each of the buildings. Of course, I do want to point out Arabia does basically get his specializing building for nothing, but it's not that usual that you actually get to pick it from the beginning as a second or say specializing belief most of the time, because you do need the temple to actually get the specializing building. That's what it requires, and let me actually put it up on the screen so we get to see this. The Der Mer over here, I think this is it, right? The building requirements, building temple, and of course the holy site district. So it's coming alive a little bit later, so usually by that time you can actually get another belief. Arabia can try to go for something like Stonehenge, especially with so many stone tiles that he has. I'm pretty sure he can find a flat tile to put Stonehenge on and benefit from an extra belief. We do have Bezdomnyi also getting to chop a few of his settlers out, even chopping the stone tiles. Bro, that is expensive, bro. I don't know if you can afford it, man. Like with so many few cities that you have, I don't know if you can afford it. And we do have a quick levy coming up from KabachOk. I'm pretty sure he just wanted to flex a little bit against FiftyFive. You know, he's also putting some positioning against him to the north. Abraham Zero, good afternoon, sir, and welcome. We do have commercials coming up from FiftyFive, and we do need to take a look at all of the civilizations in order to actually see what do they benefit from when it comes to a golden age option. Let me actually take a look here, and then we go. That's I need to put these names up because otherwise I go crazy. Okay, so we do have Genghis Khan coming up with a pen brush and voice golden age, still on 3 cities. He's trying to get to Mount Kilimanjaro, and that's of course going to give him a lot of bonuses. I'm pretty sure it's going to be worth it to actually move so long. We do also need to see him benefit. Oh my god. Oh no, the scout, bro. The scout is gonna be so nasty over here. Maybe getting another settler, or maybe getting another one of these traders from him. Needs to be extremely careful. Bezdomnyi can pillage another horse, taking away the extra production and the extra food, sorry. And by the looks of it, the extra point of culture. No, that was the extra production. This is grassland, this is plains, right? Plains, grassland. So, okay, extra production, it's both. Anyway, Magnus establishing in the capital city. We do have him putting down commercials on the east side in Al-Malik, in Hami as well. Looks like he's not gonna go in camels quite quickly for those orders. And of course he's gonna need economy to work with his science availability as well. I really like how he's actually planning this out. He's gonna have between these two cities, Al-Malik and Karakorum, very good campuses with using the mountains as well as the districts that he planned out over here. He can settle another non-fresh water to the northeast and aqueducted, not to mention benefit from another strong campus. I actually really like this. I'm not so sure it would have been my first choice to go for, but definitely it's a strong opening. He has another city to place in the south of Karakorum, next to that one tile lake, which is still going to benefit from a strong campus. He's trying to discount some of his districts, and of course spamming out commercials like a madman here. We'll see if he's going to manage to get some discounted districts soon. 55 with Batriu. He does have 4 settles over here, and we do have Hoi An getting a ton. I see commercials, Cantho, more commercials here. He's getting pushed by the warriors of Hungary, which of course are just gonna probably die against Vietnamese warriors here. But the fact that he is pressuring him is going to force him to put some production points into his units, and that's still going to be amazing. Classical Republic as a government for 55, and with Pen Bash and Voice he's gonna generate a lot of culture, already on 25 culture, the most culture out of the game. Even with the religions for the culture, he's still generating so much. Now he's not actually. Now Mongolia actually generates more, and TRYNDA generates more. Suleiman coming up with a Pen Bash and Voice Golden Age on 4 cities. We do have him also spamming out those commercials. He did pre-place them but never actually finished them entirely, and he's gonna have a run for his money here in the merchant screen. Hungary, Ottomans, Mongolia, all 3 of them are actually building so many of those merchants, acquiring so many of those merchants, and Vietnam is gonna catch up as well on that side. I also take a look over here. Give me a second. Okay, we got a builder in Istanbul coming up in 110. Looks like the samurai is also gonna need to chop his land. Okay, he's going for the 5th settle here, probably a 6th one here. I would expect him taking over a cat not too far away into the future. This is dangerous city state for him to let be, and of course I do believe KabachOk is yet not aware of it. He's not that far away from discovering it, and this is gonna matter quite a bit if he does manage to get a whiff of a cat that he can attack with into Ottomans. That's gonna be a problem for Ottomans as well, especially if he keeps having 10 strength cities, especially like that. We do have Peter with a monumentality golden age, 41 faith a turn, actually less faith per turn than TRYNDA. We do have him putting a few more settlers out, and you can see he's starting to acquire the truffle tiles. Very actually quite interesting that he wanted to acquire that 3 tiles out tile at the beginning. Of course he's gonna get to move his builders much faster with the monumentality and get to buy them, not to mention get some settlers with faith. And we do have him putting down an amphitheater and a theater square, of course, from St. Petersburg. I am wondering if he's gonna go for something like Oracle here. He would require as much as possible points to take away from TRYNDA. We do have him chopping his shrines as fast as possible. Looks like he's also getting more theater squares. This is gonna be a very gold heavy situation for him. The good thing is he does benefit from some extra gold from his camps, and of course we're gonna need to see when he's gonna get to improve all of these other ones on the west side, if he's gonna keep on having gold per turn. We got KabachOk with 9 science and 18 culture to his south. We do have him actually with a forest fire over here next to his city of Buda, and I do see Mongolia is trying to sneak in a scout to pillage one of his commercials. KabachOk definitely will need to get a few of these merchants if he wants to be better at this. 5.7 great merchant points a turn. Going Magnus first, I do see him finished his government plaza, and from what I noticed, actually this is a bit surprising, but I guess it is what it is. I was expecting Gyur, for example, to put that commercial to the west side, try to max out that government plaza adjacency somehow, but I guess it's fine like this as well. That's just 1 extra gold, I guess. We do have more settlers coming out from his cities. He's gonna try to expand. Miskolch also getting a settler. Very surprising that he didn't settle the cattle tile. I was thinking he's gonna want extra food rather than settle on the hill, which he doesn't actually benefit from anything next to it. He does have unfortunately a lack of freshwater cities to the south, and he is on 32 gold a turn. That's not bad, actually, not bad. Bezdomnyi, 32 faith a turn, 9 science, 17 culture, monumentality, golden age, 4 cities with a lot of production, 46 on his empire. He does have multiple stone tiles that he got to improve with that extra production. He did chop both of his, oh my god, both of them did go away. No, Bezdomnyi, why? We don't, oh my god, I guess he didn't need that production anyway, right? We do have him with Moksha established in Damascus, Magnus in the capital city. He's starting to actually chop quite a few of his tiles here. Getting bullied by a warrior of Mongolia in the mid part, but he does have an archer to defend himself with, and I do see a heavy chariot just moved on the government plaza to protect it. Well, Bezdomnyi here with his 34 faith attack, he's gonna need to plug in some faith, use some faith as much as possible to improve his cities and develop his empire. He's gonna have a serious challenge developing all of this empire. He's putting a city to the southwest from what I noticed, and this is actually a very curious. I don't know why he's putting it so far away actually to the west side. Like I would have definitely thought he's gonna get a city here rather than here. This just looks like it's devoid of a lot of stuff. He can just settle in place and get a 4 foot, get a 1-3 worked, but after those tiles he's just gonna need to spend so much gold, and not even, he can't even put builders to work here. Like it's so weird. Anyway, can the players use any UI mods? In the CPL Premier League, in D2 and D3 I believe they are allowed to. In D1 it's only 4 mods, and also CWC also uses 4 mods. UI mods, unfortunately, so the problem with mods is not that you use the mods, is everyone needs to have them. If somebody from the game does not have it, it will cause issues throughout the game, like desyncs, like disconnects and stuff like that, and different information shown up on the screen. Even if it's just a UI mod, it still causes issues. So before the game they need to announce that they're using that. The host actually needs to plug that in, and it's just like a big mess of no, you don't want to handle. So that's why we don't, we usually, it's not like we don't allow them, but we frown upon, and every player will be like, no, not that one. What they do like is the UI mods, like the better trade screen and better report screen, which is usually hosted. You don't need to actually host with it. But even then, there are quite a few problems with that. I think we got 2 more civs, right? In Kazandar with Dido, this was a civ that we didn't actually get to talk about that much. He's starting to put his Lady of the Reeds, and wait, he actually got the Lady of the Reeds and Marshes? What? Okay, interesting. The extra production coming up on these tiles, and it definitely feels like those are the only tiles that he's gonna have. Really? I don't know why he got this. Well, I guess it's a little better than actually the Fish Pantheon, but still, that's so surprising on Dido. We do see him actually putting audience chamber to work in the city of Tyre. He did actually not have a city on the direct coast. He's gonna have a 1 tile next to it. Magnus inside for some extra production, and the 5th settler going towards the north. He is gonna get more campuses from Enoch, and usually this is the time that you do see a second expansion phase starting to come out of Dido cities. He did build multiple Cothons. He's getting the extra production towards his settlers, so might as well just plug in the card and go for it. Another 4 cities would be quite awesome here. He does have a decent amount of settlers to the north that he could go for, at least 2 over there on this coast, with another 1 here. So that's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. 5 more cities that can be settled, easy peasy. We do need to check out how much gold he's going to generate with Penbach and Voice. He is getting some extra culture from those Cothons as well as the gold, and we do have 16 gold per turn for him at the moment. Only 46 production. He's actually lagging a little bit behind this, but that I think I would actually put it on city count rather than anything else. Is Dido going to fight Arabia on the small sea? So a settler there on the small sea. Wait, they're allies. They're just, that's a very nice catch, by the way. They're probably gonna get to trade. They're gonna try to trade here. Yeah, I think they're gonna try to trade. He's going to the small sea to set up trade routes. Yes, exactly like your Shire Brit is saying. Yeah, I think it's trade routes. Okay, we got TRYNDA on 60 on Canada, 13 science and 45 culture with a Penbash and Voice Golden Age. We do have him 2 turning audience chamber in the Battle of Pupu, and by the looks of it, he did get his religion, which is Shinto. Oh my god, this is not a good religion. May purchase campus and theater square districts buildings with faith, but reduce cost for campus and theater by 15%, and pilgrimage. Okay. I mean, sure, that feels like it's a very, very weird religion here, but I guess he's gonna get quite a few buildings with it, so might as well. He just got his theater squares going. I do want to see if he's ever gonna go Oracle. I would imagine so. He is finishing up that theater square in Winnipeg. And I do see he has 180 faith in the bank. I do also notice he's getting quite a few of these horses. The horses will probably take out the city of Preslav here. There is a 2-charge builder to the south of Preslav, and there are a few warriors. Definitely not a match for these horsemen. I see also Theater Square Festival projects. He's aware that he's gonna need to fight Russia for those points, and he's on 6.9 Great Writer points, while Russia is on 5.7, and they're gathering a lot of these points very, very quickly here, and that's one of the things that they're gonna need to keep on getting. Multiple theater squares, still no oracle from either of them. I'm very curious who's gonna try to snatch that. Of course, they're more concerned about actually acquire the writers than actually getting the points for the later part of the game. Pen, brush, and voice, by the way, for TRYNDA, he doesn't have the ability to buy the units, buy those builders and settlers with faith. So his only way of using that faith is, of course, to actually get amphitheaters. That's exactly what he's doing. Immediately after he actually builds a theater squares, bam, he actually gets the amphitheater in it, as you've seen happening over here. We do have him already on a 60 culture a turn with 14 science, and he's gonna get another one of these theater squares from the sanitation station. That's, well, he's gonna get a free city state over here to use, or city count over here to use, another city to the west of the barrel of poo-poo that he can put down, improving the deer tile, getting a few of these 2-2s to work. Copper mines, definitely not bad, but not, I guess not great either. And we're still waiting for him to put a city, a connection city to trade with Hungary. At the beginning of the game, I'm pretty sure both of them are actually using internals here, so they're not that keen on improving this, but later on in the game they definitely need to check this out. Alright, was totally thinking as enemies. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it happens to me, bro. It's all good. I understand how it is. Sometimes I get I'm so excited that I'm gonna get to see action on the map that I totally ignore their allies or something, you know. And I'm thinking into the future, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, horses against horses. We're gonna see crossbows shooting those arrows. We're gonna see the catapults throwing those balls against their opponents. Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing stream. And then I see, oh, but they're allies. No, Simfest. Oh man. Well, it is what it is, you know. Sometimes you can't have everything, but sometimes you can. Anyway, we need to see also how Hungary is going to try to use those levies to actually try to punish over here his opponents for letting those city-states next to him live. We still didn't see him discover Armagh, from what I noticed in the northeast, and from what I do see, KabachOk still is going to need to acquire those points of envoys. We do have Mohenjo-Daro kept by him with 4 envoys in there. Looks like he's just keeping the warriors. He got pushed back by Vietnam, and I do see Vietnam didn't get bothered that much. I also noticed Vietnam did manage to get 2 for 6 cities out with Coleus acquired. The next great merchant is gonna be Marcus Licinius Crassus, and I'm pretty sure Hungary should actually pass it. I don't think that's actually a good one for him. He does want the extra trade routes, not this one. KabachOk just got the first swordsman, so he's gonna attack over here 55. Okay, and the next tier units coming up from Mohenjo-Daro, you can see those are 4 archers that he's gonna get to levy up next time. Very nice, very nice. These only have 4 turns remaining, so oh my god, he's gonna get everything. This is dangerous here. Vietnam needs to pay attention to this. Does he know this? Does he notice? I don't think so. Oh my god, he didn't notice this. Or I mean, I don't think he can actually get the vision quickly enough to defend against this. But he's aware Hungary actually levied that, right? So, you know, big problem, big problem. Anyway, coming up on Mongolia with Why? Okay. I mean, I understand the campus logic, but why? Why not on the coast, bro? Mount Kilimanjaro, you put it here, you put a city here, you get like so many bonuses, plus for harbor. Why would you go non-fresh for little population? Bogus sometimes, man. Anyway, we do have a settler coming up from Karakorum. We do have it to the west side. Going here, it looks like more builders starting to appear and more horses. I'm quite curious what he's gonna try to do with the horses. At the moment, there's like no easy target for him, no city state to take out, no nothing. We do have a cat taking care of the units of Ottomans over here. Unfortunately for Ottomans, it looks like that city center does have a warrior inside of it, and we do need to see if he does manage to kill it. I think actually with 4 horses, 5 horses, he should be able to. That's more than enough to take out the city state. We do have Arabia also trying to take out Kandy. He does have 2 of those horses next to it, and the city of Kandy is only 19 strength. Looking at what's going on here, more campuses coming up from Medina. He finally got this one in Cairo, going for Stonehenge from the city of Cairo. Where is that Stonehenge? This is the Stonehenge, okay? It's going to the northeast, and I do also need to see over here his stats. 26 science and 35 culture, still on, wow, I thought it's 11, but it's actually -2 gold a turn. That's a bit bad. He's only on 58 production as well, while everybody else is plus 70. Well, that's a problem. It is what it is. We do need to see what's gonna happen here. It looks like KabachOk is not actually gonna wait for the re-levy. He's gonna go ahead and push Vietnam as fast as possible, while Vietnam is gonna get a swordsman here. It looks like he's at the moment it's gonna take a while. He should be on time actually. Well, I don't know, we'll see. Actually, the next few turns are crucial for this to happen, because we do have that re-levy that needs to happen, and at the same time it does look like KabachOk is kinda going around this instead of going directly. So definitely there's quite a few things that need to happen. Preslav got taken down, but that wasn't the cat. Where was Preslav? Preslav. Not this one. This, no. Russia is intact. No, that's not this one. Preslav was Canada. Okay, so Canada with those 2 or 3 horses did manage to take out the city state. Multiple builders did get acquired here. Very nice. He's gonna get to re-improve that, and also he did manage to acquire a few writers here very quickly. Both him and Russia are making a lot of these projects, and I do want to count. So actually Canada did manage to snatch 3 of the writers, while Russia only got 2 of them, or 1 of them. Did he get only 1? Wait, no, he got 2 of them. Okay, yeah, he got 2 of them. I was thinking like there's 5, so you know they got boosted to 75. There needs to be 3-2 split. Now we're gonna get a lot more of this culture on TRYNDA. He's already on 95, but only 15 science, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna need to spread a few more cities here. He did just acquire Preslav, so might as well think of that one as extra point. So major action will be over here between KabachOk and Vietnam for some time. Mohenjo-Daro is going to be the staging location, and King Hon is going to be the end point. We do need to see horses come out from Vietnam. He did acquire a general. That's going to make his life much more easier when it comes to defending this. And we do see, for some reason, the graphics is telling us the warrior is here, but the warrior is actually in the forest. That's so weird. Anyway, looks like KabachOk does have a serious issue attacking into these guys, and of course with Vietnam's +4 combat strength from the drive out the aggressor straight and the fortified defense and the ideal terrain, that warrior is quite strong. And swordsman will have a bit of an issue attacking into it, but they, they managed to do so. We do need to see how fast FiftyFive can reinforce that with more units, and when the real levy comes next turn, we're going to need to see how he's going to upgrade these units from Mohenjo-Daro. I don't think he actually has crossbows yet to use. KabachOk is only 14 science and 24 culture, quite far away from actually getting his crossbows. Looking at also these great people points, we do have in the merchant screen Mongolia on 5.7, Hungary is 9.2, and then Ottomans is on 8. I do need to check something out actually. Let me switch these. That's a lot of points, by the way, for both Hungary and Ottomans. That's a lot of points. There we go. Just getting batteries. Batteries, bro, batteries. It's unbelievable, by the way, with the solar power. It's like, especially in the winter time, it's wow. Like, it's so uneven when it comes to generating power. You have so little sunshine during the day, and problems. Oh well. Candy coming up with city takeover. Arabia did manage to take it down, and we do have a monument coming out for him. More settlers also coming out from Phoenicia. He's going to get to settle all of those cities I was mentioning earlier. Finally, he's on 246 at the moment, and I'm pretty sure he's going to go 910 quite quickly. We do have him putting down more harbors, more of those customs for the trade routes, and I'm certain he's going to be the gold acquirement here. He does need to fund Bezdomnyi and TRYNDA at the same time. Both of them will require a decent amount of gold in the next era, since we didn't have any commercials set up by them, or even harbors. We got Temple coming up from Medina. Looks like Bezdomnyi is gonna get a few more of these chops. He just got hit by another hurricane. Wow, another one, bro. Okay, so Habub and hurricanes do both want to have a piece of the Arabian land here. On this side, okay, there we go. Mohenjo just got de-levied. And it looks like KabachOk is not fast on the buttons. He's gonna lose his swordsman here. Yeah, I don't know if he wants to re-levy, honestly. Like, this doesn't make sense to re-levy. He did his job. Vietnam did put work and production into his horses and defenses. Might as well leave it alone now. 245 cities coming out from Hungary. He's getting a 6th one to the northwest, and a 7th one coming out next from Buda in 3 turns. We do have Estergom coming up with Pingala in 1. Looks like Campus is coming up from Győr. And I do notice finally Oracle showing up in Voronezh. Interesting choice. Of course, Pingala establishing there. And Apadana in 8 turns from St. Petersburg. It's definitely a race between Ondu and TRYNDA when it comes to getting there. And it looks like TRYNDA is also trying to get Oracle, but he's too late. Oh no, TRYNDA too late? No, what is going on, bro? We do have him needing to also get a few more cities here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna need at least 2 settlers, one to the north to start the trade routes towards Hungary, one to the west side to finish that city to the west side. That's gonna be quite good for him. You can see he's still thinking about what to produce in his city centers, and even with Pingala establishing in the poo-poo full of wood splinters, is gonna take a while until he actually reaps all of the benefits. But then, oh my god, both of them are going Apadana and Oracle at the same time. This is just mirror playing over here, but it's just Russia a bit faster on the buttons. Except the writers, which TRYNDA did manage to get. It looks like Russia is definitely cutting his path. Give me a second, I want to send something to someone. Okay. Bam. Bam. Okay, finally, we got some commercials starting to come online. Entertainment complex from his capital city. Looks like he's gonna try, and I emphasis on try, to get the Colosseum here. Now, where is this entertainment complex? Can we see it? Can we actually see it? I don't see the entertainment complex. Do you guys see it? Is it just me, or is this? This is the so okay, no Colosseum, sorry, and no Colosseum. He's just gonna get it for the extra amenity he's gonna get from the arena, and some extra adjacency towards the theater squares. There's no Colosseum there, guys. There's no flat tile around it, so he can't even try to go for it. We do have Oracle finished in Voronezh. It looks like St. Petersburg is gonna get a horse out to deal with the Phoenician scout, while we do have Ondu getting more settlers out from his other cities. He's getting more temples for the extra faith, and I do see him on 96 faith a turn. Definitely not the same level as the culture or the science, but Ondu is trying to keep up and deny as much as possible Canada for getting what he needs to go for that culture victory. We do have also Ottomans managing to take out a CAD. He did arrive at 246 cities, and he's now putting down theater squares and campuses. One of the big things that we also need to answer is what's happening here in the Great Merchant screen. Mongolia 5.7, Hungary 9.2, Ottomans 9.2, Vietnam 6.9. That's a lot of things. 6.9 great writers with 11.5 great writers for Canada. That's a lot of great writers, by the way, and of course those numbers will change next time when Voronezh's Oracle is gonna start to kick in. Not to mention he's plugging in Pingala soon. That's gonna be a lot of good bonuses for Ondu here. Definitely needs a lot more cities, but he has time. I do also notice Vietnam did manage to fully push back Mohenjo-Daro's units, and we didn't see a re-levy coming up from KabachOk. He's rethinking his strategy here, and we're going to need to check out what he's going to pick up. Audience Chamber coming up from Thanglong. We do have several more turns until the medieval era is going to start to kick in, and I do notice FiftyFive did keep on settling to the east side. 2, 4, 6, 7 cities now at the count, with a lot of tons coming out from him. He's trying to build multiple tons next to each other, so he gets the most benefits from it. One second. Campuses coming up from Ottomans. Who did manage to get those trade routes? We got Ottomans with an extra trade route. That's it. So fine, Ottomans was the only one who actually got the extra trade route merchant. The next one is going to be Irene of Athens, and I gotta say this is not going to be that big of a hurry for it. We do have also Mongolia coming up with horses. I do see settlers coming up to the east, and horses. Where are his horses coming? Oh, he's getting pushed. Never mind. KabachOk did acquire Fez and levied it. Okay. Mount Kilimanjaro is starting to get some upgrades here, and it does look like the horses are gonna come out to defend that city. Mongolia does not have a general yet, and from what I can see, it is gonna need to defend itself with what he has over here to the west side. It's good that he does have two of them right in a line already settled, and of course you do see the horse is gonna need the 45 bonus soon. Arabia just moving a few units there. Still no trade routes between Sidon and Medina, or the capital city of Cairo. I don't think at the moment they're good. And of course, with Magnus established in the capital city over here for Phoenicia, he's going to get all of those trade routes to work for him. That's much better at the moment than actually getting the extra gold. They have gold, it's not that bad. They don't need, the main issue is, you know, you need gold to actually get some upgrades going. If you don't need upgrades or to upkeep an army, you don't actually need gold, then to buy, just to buy some tiles here and there. And I think they can definitely work around that with the gold generation they have. Now in the next phase of the game, I'm certain they're going to need a lot more gold, and that's exactly what they're setting up for. Another big question is, St. Petersburg gonna get a Padana, or are we gonna see a Padana here? 4 turns in the Battle of Pupu. TRYNDA is starting to upgrade a few tiles here, and okay, 3 turns versus 4 turns. Is there any chop? No, there's no chop. So I guess this one is gonna get snatched by Canada. Very important, by the way, to snatch it. Apadana does have 2 slots and extra envoys. As you can see over here, if I put it, whenever Apadana, 1 envoy when you build a wonder, including Apadana in the city, must be built adjacent to your capital. And the big thing is you do have 2 great work slots, which can hold any type. Later on in the game, having something like 2 music works in that Apadana is going to be extremely valuable, especially with Moksha doubling those counts. You do have to try to get as much tourism out as possible from your city. Theater Square festivals coming out again. They're definitely fighting for as many as these writers as possible, and we do have him trying to get there. And we do also have Hungary re-levying the city of Mohenjo-Daro. Biggest question would be if he does have the upgrade. No, he does not have the upgrade yet for expos. He's probably going to try to keep as many envoys as possible in Mohenjo, and whenever KabachOk does a levy, he's getting an extra envoy in there, so that's probably one of his reasons to do so. He did get de-levied over here in Fez. It looks like these Fezenian swordsmen are going to get back in the borders. Kokusa asking us about the era score. We've got 5 more turns, sir, and yes, we can take a look at the era score. I was just going through the motions and waiting a little bit. It looks like we do have like a settled game here. We don't have that much action throughout, and a lot more simming rather than anything else, of course, until we're actually gonna get right deep into the action. We do have Mongolia with 54 points out of 60. Looks like FiftyFive is or 48 out of 58. Samurai is 41-44. Unfortunately for him, he's gonna need to put a lot of work to actually get all of those era score points, and he did manage to build a wonder. Great bath. I do see markets, theater squares, campuses coming out of him, trying to get as many splendid points as possible. There we go, he just jumped up to 44 out of 44. Might need to actually get a few levies out, more of these great people. Oh, there's for example, Marco Polo. It's coming up next. Maybe that's gonna be a good choice for him. Writers just got picked by both Canada and Russia. Did snatch one, and Canada was making projects, by the way. I gotta point out he's doing a new line of projects. He's gonna snatch the next one also. We do have also Russia, 63 out of 64, not gonna get Apadana. I'm pretty sure Canada is gonna finish it, getting a few more amphitheaters for himself, the extra settles and temples for the extra faith. That means he's gonna have a serious issue actually getting to the next gold, and he can build a boat. I gotta say, he didn't actually build a boat yet, so that's still an option available. Maybe levy a city-state, maybe Susa city state and levy a city state, and maybe he's gonna get the opportunity to put something else down rather than Apadana here. Did Hanging Gardens get finished? Because I think he can get Hanging Gardens in a few turns, like 1 or 2 turns. I didn't see it anywhere pop, and this is oh yeah, there we go, it got finished. Hanging Gardens did get finished over here in Canada. Just getting those extra growth points, and not to mention the extra housing. Very nice, very nice. Next up, we do have KabachOk, 39 out of 42 points. Okay, that's again gonna be a lot of points for him to acquire. Still can get the boat. boats. I still keep saying they can get the boats because nobody actually got the first boat points. Bezdomnyi 45-54. He's 9 points away from going for the next golden. We got Kazandar 51-59. On Bezdomnyi, by the way, as you can see, he did finish up Baghdad, which is trying to get some more production points here. We do have him with another settler, which I'm not sure exactly where he's going. I hope he's not going in the tundra. I really hope he's not going in the tundra. He did just snake his way towards the north, towards Phoenicia. And I do also notice, finally, Phoenician cities are getting converted. It would be quite nice from him to actually get an apostle towards the city of Ainuk, so he can spread it into the Moksha city of his ally. That's gonna give him so many bonus points throughout the next part of the game. Anyway, we do have Kazandar 52-59 with Phoenicia. He is 7 points out from getting a golden age, and we do see him getting more population throughout his cities. Now he is also chopping down these feudalism builders as soon as possible, so he gets to upgrade much faster his land, and of course keep on chopping. We do have him with admirals. He's gonna get the first fleet. He didn't actually build a biome. Oh my god, bro, get the biome. Like, that's such an easy way for you to get the points, and I think maybe that's one of the reasons he's not that worried about it. Oh no, bro, you gotta get it now. Divine Right coming up in 4, or is it next turn? Bro, I can't believe he's actually gonna miss a golden when he can actually get a biome. TRYNDA is gonna get his golden, by the way. This is just the biome problem. So, where is it? Gaius Julius. Does he have another admiral? Themistocles. This is not the one that gives a military unit. Yeah, it's a quadrim, so it's not a mini. It doesn't give you the free biome. What's the next admiral? Admiral creates a naval melee unit. It's coming up in 2 turns. Oh, that might be enough. Actually, that might be enough. That's so he's gonna get a point from Great Admiral. He's gonna get the points from boat and the points from biome. That should be more than enough. And then, of course, TRYNDA 65-63. More theater squares projects coming out from Canada. It looks like also Scientist Screen. I didn't see anybody pick up Hypatia, and no, nobody actually picked up Hypatia. We do have Euclid here, and it looks like Arabia is quite close to him. Somebody did pick up that other one. Marco Polo did get picked up by Mongolia, and we do have 2 generals picked up by Vietnam and Mongolia afterwards. Another artist here by Canada, and then Ipfalan for Vietnam. Okay, so definitely they're racing towards as many of merchants as possible. Nobody fighting on the animal screen. Dido has jurisdiction there. We do have ice hockey rings starting to come available for TRYNDA, and we do see is getting an arena coming out from his capital. Well, he does need extra amenities to work for his population level. You do see unfortunately, he has so much population. It's taking a lot of amenities away from him. So he needs to somehow balance that out. Let's see. This is gonna be next turn, I think. Entertainment complex Ainuk. Oh no, that's not in the capital city, and he doesn't have Magnus in there. I guess he does have a lot of chops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 possible chops. 8, 9 actually. But still, where is it? Here he can actually build it. Yeah, he can build Colosseum on the right style. Get a decent amount of amenities and culture points going, especially in his capital. He's gonna get those going, so very nice. I can't really say anybody's ahead except of course TRYNDA. I can definitely say he's having a run for that culture victory against Peter, against Ondu, and we do have a certain advantage for TRYNDA because of all of that culture, and not to mention he's also getting the science. Looks like the longer the game goes on, even if Russia did manage to snatch away some bonuses from him, you know, like Goddess of the Hunt from him, slow him down, then Oracle, slow him down a little bit more, and now we do see unfortunately a bit of an issue for Ondu to keep up. And TRYNDA is just running away with that same at the moment. We do have him only on 5 cities. He is getting a few horses next to Mohenjo-Daro. This might actually he might actually try to use the units of Mohenjo-daro, KabachOk's units levied to go against Vietnam and take that city of King Non down. There was a snatch over here. Hungary did manage to get a builder out from Vietnam, and he's just moving out there. He's getting out of there. He's getting out of there as soon as possible. I'm trying to find a good meme for food. I'm just scrolling, and I can't find any of them. Okay, so turn 51. We got one more turn until the next golden age. This is the moment that we definitely need to take a look at the points. Who we will get it and who will not get it. And we got Mongolia getting it 60-16. Looks like FiftyFive is 4 points out, and he should be able to build a Voichen. Let me actually take a look. Does he have the? Yes, he does have the upgrade, and I didn't see actually any one of them upgraded. There we go. That's the points he needs. 48, 50, 58, 58. We got Samurai for 46, 55. He's not gonna get there. Whatever he does is way too far away. 9 points out. We got Peters did manage to get it 77-75. Looks like KabachOk 41-42 is gonna go dark here, and this actually might be on yeah, he might actually want to do this on purpose. He wants to get higher strength units, so to go against Vietnam maybe, and we're gonna need to see him plug in the card. Looks like TRYNDA is also getting back his horses for some reason. Or yeah, he's not having any of that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they don't want to push Vietnam that fast. It doesn't look like Mohenjo-daro did actually build a few more of these melee units or even heavy chariots for upgrades into knights, so I guess that's not gonna work. Bezdomnyi 56-54, Kazandar 59-59, and TRYNDA 71-63. So we do have one player from each team that's not gonna make the cut. KabachOk and Suleiman, Samurai, are gonna be the ones that are not actually gonna get to get a golden age here. Hello Seb, how are you doing, sir? Good day to you, good afternoon. Okay, we do need to see TRYNDA getting a few more settlers here. I'm still waiting for that to happen. He's just simming away on 5 cities and trying to make the most out of it. Is this a challenge? Is this like, guys, which one of you is on TRYNDA stream? Is this a challenge for him? Like, does he want to make the most out of a 5 city challenge or something? Finally, he got a settler, and he's probably gonna put it on the coast here. What are we looking at this game? What are the important points? Well, first of all, we got a culture race going on between Russia and Canada. Second of all, we're going to need to see how Arabia is going to get that science, amazing science going in the next era. You can see he's already 88 with 80, but he doesn't have an economy to speak of on -4. And he does also have Mongolia on the east side, and Mongolia did manage to get a general. You can see he's trying to take out the city of Fez soon, and slowly tearing apart the defenses here. He wants to take that city as fast as possible, so he doesn't get hit back by these horses. I'm actually curious if we're gonna see a levy here. KabachOk does have that city, and the levy is, well, 257 gold. How much is the levy for KabachOk though? That's the biggest question. Do they have? They don't have. They do have. Wait, they do have enough gold anyway. It's just a matter of asking Kazandar for you know, a loan, a long-term loan. And I'm pretty sure at the moment Bezdomnyi is saying, bro, we got a problem. We do have a Mamluk also arriving here on the scene. We got a few of the spearmen coming out from Bezdomnyi. He is aware that he's going to need to do some defense. On the other side, I'm not so sure what to say about Samurai, about Ottomans. He's a bit too far away for any kind of Janissary push at a correct moment in time for a timing attack. His only, I guess, goal in life would be actually to make the gold, but he's not actually making the gold, if that makes sense. He's only on 18 gold a turn, so yeah, quite a few issues. And of course we do have the next Congress coming up, the first Congress coming up next. And do definitely want to double check if I go for the Bs. I need to go for the Bs. AI is gonna go for the A's, I go for the Bs. Preserve, go for digital democracy. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let me get some juice or some water. Let me actually see, what should I get, water or juice? Oh man, I gotta say, there are every day now until the next week, we're gonna have preparations for there's a military parade going on, because, well, there's a parade going on, not only military, but anyway, we have the National Day on the 1st of December, and the path, the flight path and the parade is right above this street, the street I'm on. And it's, oh my god, I see like helicopters and planes, military planes coming in every day, like F-16s, Hercules, like, how to say, Black Hawks and stuff like that around here. I was thinking maybe at the at the beginning of the stream, but it was too early. Actually, the stream started at 2 p.m. my time, and the how do you call it, not the preparations, the exercises started around or rehearsals, I would say. Actually, they're not exercises, they're rehearsals. They're just finding the same path over and over again. Started around 1300. Oh, did the game finish, by the way? Oh, it didn't. NMS Civ Australia. Let me check out really quickly. Hashkey stream. Okay, what happened in the session? We do have harbor. No buildings in the harbor. Looks like theocracy coming up here. Okay, yeah, there we go. So theocracy wildcard policy slot, and welfare lawyer getting 2 diplo points. That's quite important. Welfare lawyer is gonna get a lot of diplo favor throughout the game. Fez is getting attacked, and it looks like at the moment Mongolia is, oh no, bam, Bezdomnyi going in. Oh no. Nice snatch over there. Arabia does not want to give a free city to Mongolia, and he just attacked it. Somebody pieced it, I don't know who, and then they attacked into it. Oh, that was unbelievable. Actually, I think I'm not sure if that was a mistake or that was intended, but that was definitely something that benefited Arabia more than it benefited Mongolia. He would have wanted a city much closer to his opponent so he can upgrade units if he needs to. One of the things that I do have to point out at the moment, Mongolia is starting to gear up for war. We got multiple Kesheks. He's putting down those orders with the encampments, of course, and getting more of these general points. Let me see what's going on. Okay, so let's see. Mongolia coming up with a pen bash and voice golden age, 42 science, 57 culture. He's gonna need to keep on pushing if he wants to actually deal some damage on Arabia, and we do see multiple spearmen coming out from Arabia to defend him. 55, 47 science, 85 culture. I'm sure he's gonna get pushed at some point by Mohenjo-Daro's units, but not now. It looks like we still have some time until Hungary is gonna choose to move. 55 did manage to get more cities over here, and I do notice he also got his builder back from that scout, from that Hungarian scout to the west side. Didn't get that far. The horse did get on top of him really quickly, getting more libraries for the science points, and I do see him specializing with a foreign ministry in his government plaza. The samurai also unfortunately got a normal age with 2, 4, 6, 7 cities, got a city-state kill on a CAD, and is building up quite a few horses. I'm actually curious if he's gonna try to do some shenanigans against Hungary, because we do know Hungary doesn't actually have that big of a military, and we do see Ottomans here does have quite a few horses on the east, but these were all the horses that he used to attack into a CAD though. Oh, settler snatch in the middle of the land. Oh, and builder snatch in the middle of the land. Wow, KabachOk walks in with a scout, walks out with a settler and a builder. Unbelievable snatch over here from Samurai. We do have Peter also with 34 science, 89 culture, 141 faith per 10. He's in theocracy, and by the looks of it, he's gonna get to benefit from that second monumentality golden age. Oh my god, wait, did he just put a trader next to him as well? Just move on the trader, bro. Oh my god, get that trader. Get that trader. Well, I think Aoi Samurai is gonna kill that scout first move, but we'll see. We'll see if KabachOk can actually do something here. Maybe try to get out. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, now we do have KabachOk with a Dark Age, and of course I'm actually very curious if he's gonna try to use that Dark Age to upgrade his units with a +5 card, or just do something else. At the moment it doesn't look like he's gonna have that many advantages from getting a Dark Age. Mohenjo did refuse to build more units, especially melee units, melee attack units, so that's not gonna work. We do have him with a lot of production though, 153 production, and he's keeping up with everybody else. Bezdomnyi, 91 science, 99 culture. But Mongolia in 1, and it looks like he's gonna get to use a second monumentality golden age, getting a lot of these madrasas out into his campuses, and we do have him with a lot of science potential in the next phase of the game. Unfortunately, his economy is going to be hurting, and he is going to need to put more and more production into his and gold into these Arabian spearmen, so he can defend himself against Mongolia. Of course, we do need to see how much Mongolia can put on the map here, because at the moment he doesn't have a general with these horses, and it doesn't look like he can actually do whatever he wants against Arabian cities. We do have Kazandar with a pen bash and voice golden age, 44 science, 59 culture, and 36 gold a turn. Did put a lot of cities out. Now is the moment that he's gonna try to get more Cothons and all of those traders going. He did use internal trade routes for some time. Maybe we're gonna need to see him, there we go, generate one of those trade routes towards Sidon, and of course get the trade post in there. That's gonna allow him to trade with cap to cap with Arabia, and we'll see what he's gonna do there. Not a lot of gold though. Arabia doesn't have at least a commercial or a harbor in those cities, and that's not gonna work out that well. But at least they do have 2 arenas, so that's, you know, that's gonna be nice. TRYNDA with pen bash and voice, 72 science, 216 culture. Looks like he's running away with the game with only 5 cities, going for St. Basil Cathedral, and started to acquire a decent amount of tourism. 63 per turn, 215 culture. Still, unfortunately, not that big. He's gonna get another city to the north. Probably, I'm actually curious. Yeah, he's going coast. He's gonna have a +4 harbor, as well as getting a lot of 2/2s to work. TRYNDA is going to need to expand some more, and I'm pretty sure he's going to need to improve this land so he gets the national parks. He also has industrial zones coming out of his cities, going for temples, and quite a few of these ice hockey rinks are starting to appear throughout his land, getting him the nice and juicy extra culture. That 33 gold per turn is also helping out his team as much as possible to upkeep and upgrade their units. We do have him with a 94 faith, and I do have to point out his religion is Jesuit education. He's gonna try to get as much as possible his campus buildings and theater square buildings with the faith. He does have a discount towards this of 15%, and of course you do see he's gonna put as much as possible into this. One of the things that I also want to see is, of course, what is he going to do to actually acquire that extra tourism. Not only with his available culture, he's going to get to discover all of those nice and juicy civics, but we're going to need to see how he's going to use those policy cards to max out his empire's tourism. LaGGers, pretty good position. You say so? You think so? Yeah, it kind of feels like that way, right? Yeah, it kind of feels like that way. TRYNDA especially and Bezdomnyi are going really strong. I guess the biggest issue would be the gold generation, but I'm sure Kazandar should be able to go for this. They're also setting up coastal trade routes between Hungary and Canada. This is going to be quite important if they do manage to get a decent amount of them. Also, good evening, good day to you, Vugorod. How are you doing, sir? Oh, where my water at? Oh, you know what? I totally... Merry weekend, I hope you're doing... I'm doing well, thank you so much, sir. I'm sorry, I'm still getting... I'm not my usual self as you see me during the evening. It does, to actually be that way, I need a few hours before, so I get to properly wake up, eat, and, you know, get some R&R. I'm in my full... I would say performance. Now, you know, I still miss a few details over here. I don't feel, you know, it needs to be a feeling thing. I don't feel performing that well. What I do have to do is put another coffee. I need to put another coffee. KabachOk in Hungary, yeah, he's gonna have big gold soon with this foundation. He might get a commercial city-state and stuff. Yeah, well, he did spam a lot of these commercials out and about, and we do see him quite close to Russia. This might actually come as a surprise, but Russia with 40 science doesn't actually have a good way of attacking into Hungary over here. If Russia would have tried to max that out, maybe it would have been a possibility for him to go for some early Cossacks. Now I think it's gonna be a bit too late to matter. I think Hungary is gonna mirror his science quite well, and he's gonna have decently strong units to defend against the possible attack from Cossacks. Still, they're getting close to each other, and this is a bit of an issue for both of them. KabachOk needs to put more production into his defensive units. Russia also needs to put more production and gold into defensive units, and it's not like they can afford it. It's a bit of a issue there. I'm very curious how they're going to set up these trade routes, and of course if Canada is going to build more. I did see a commercial from Winnipeg, but that's I think the only commercial that he got to build. And I do also notice St. Basil Cathedral is going to come out from the capital city. This is going to give him an extra point of production, more culture for this land, and of course faith. That's going to be quite nice. Not to mention the extra relic that he's going to get to use. That's going to be very important. The free relic from St. Basil Cathedral is extremely important. Wait, doesn't the cathedral also have more slots? 3 relic slots, yes. So awards 1 relic and has an extra relic slots. And I think actually TRYNDA does get to put more relics in there. Now, that's going to be quite good when it comes to the later on stage, when he's going to need to put the cards in and get the most tourism out of his city. At the moment, it's only 67 tourism. He needs to get hundreds of points of tourism to actually push through the defenses of his opponents. We do have 55 actually with 29 defensive domestic tourists, and of course Vietnam over here needs to get toppled or at least, you know, phased out of this defense for it to be better. Well, I guess it is a possibility. It is a possibility. Okay, let me actually get the coffee going. Let me start the machine. The machine. Okay, it's working, it's working, the machine is working. It looks like Arabia did push back Mongolia. We didn't have any strong units coming out from Mongolia like Keshex to help him out with the defense, and I do notice he's getting some of them out. I don't know where he's going with them. Looks like the eastern side is going to be a choice, and he's going to try to get into Canada. Oh my god, so that's gonna be so long. That's gonna take so long. Yes, he does have access to a connection city, but look at the land afterwards. He's gonna like by the time he's gonna get to Canada, there's gonna be like generations of those Keshex. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is a good idea. I'm pretty sure he's gonna catch Canada by surprise, but still, we do have GMC for Canada in the government plaza, and that's gonna allow him to just buy out units. We're gonna need to see if he's gonna have strong enough units to buy out, but I guess that's another question. We do see conservation being discovered here in 4 turns, and Mongolia is around 5 turns away from getting into the Canadian land with 3 horses, and of course the Keshex are coming right behind. But well, I guess I say Keshex, but it's 1 Keshek with a general. That's it. Anyway, great library coming up from the sanitation station. St. Basil Cathedral finishing up in 3 turns. Charlottetown is going to get Reina in and plugged in a harbor. We do need to see also Hungary do the same. I don't see him actually trying to get over here Reina. This would have been much better to go for Reina, but I guess it's fine. Estergom is already trading camp to actually to Barrel of Pupu over here, and of course KabachOk is going to get the points. Monkey Wazaro telling us, I thought Arabia would have been in an ugly position with that spawn, yet looking now at the stat, I can only see nicely done. Yeah, he's doing quite nicely actually. I don't know why you thought he would have been in a bad position with this spawn. Honestly, I don't think it was a bad spawn. He had the rivers, he had the mountains, he had the resources, and of course he just spammed out those commercials. Oh, wait, Arabia. Oh, now, okay, sorry, you're right, I'm sorry. You know, I told you, it's still early in the morning for me, I'm processing a little harder. I need that coffee. Okay, so I still don't think actually Arabia is in a good position compared to what Arabia could have been. Like, he's doing well, but it's still not Arabia that could have been. Myers Hans, no prediction today? Yes, it was. It was a prediction. What do you mean? I think it was. Oh, it didn't? Oh my god. I didn't put up the prediction. Oh, the beggar. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry, Myers Hans. It wasn't. I mean, do you think? What do you guys think? Should I put up a prediction now? I guess I still put a prediction. Okay, but let's go for the fast one. For some reason, I totally forgot about this. I'm sorry, guys. On one side, we got the LaGGers, and on the other side, we got the retired from Civ China. Let's go for 10 minutes. I think that's enough, right? That's enough? Let's get some points in. Oh my god. Okay, so talking about Arabia over here, yes, he doesn't have an economy. I don't think he has a lot of how to say a lot of gold to work with. -1 gold is not going to go well. He did manage to expand with quite a few cities, and you do see he's on 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 here. Used 2 times his monumentality gold range. He's still in 1, and of course he did manage to get all of that set up with the holy sites and of course the campuses. It was a slower pace than usual for Arabia. I gotta say. Usually Arabia at this point at 59, it's like 200 plus science. Maybe that's why you think it's still good, because he has 150 and 115. But compared to other Arabian spawns, oh man, this was so slow. With of course the same economical problems. We do have also Russia coming up with art museums coming up here. We do have libraries, settlers, Tver, Novgorod getting shrines out, and I do see Kazan starting to put an encampment towards the south. I'm really curious if it's going to be defensive or offensive. I think with the Governor Victor, of course, it looks defensive. We're going to need to see if that's actually going to be attacked or not. KabachOk did get to 84 science and 46 culture, definitely working nicely. Okay, coming back on this attack. Is this happening? Wow, this is actually happening. He's actually trying to get in there. And he from what I can see, he did manage to plug in a spy as well in this Canadian capital, where in 2 turns we're gonna see St. Basil. I think, yeah, there we go. We do have Great Library finished over here in the sanitation station. And somebody needs to rename this city, by the way. No, don't rename it like that. Make it the Way of the Pooh. Come on, make it the Way of the Pooh. Come on, guys, come on. Drop some points over there. Name this city the Way of the Pooh. We don't need to see also Hungary if he's gonna use ever these units from Mohenjo-Daro. He just puts more points in, and I do want to see if it's also trying to get more city-state control. Armagh, for example, did get revealed to him, and we do have Ondu actually with 4 of those envoys in there. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe KabachOk want to spend some gold in here. Honestly, I guess Armagh, it doesn't actually have that many good units here. Oh wait, that is, wait, what is this? Levy from Armagh. So yeah, these are all actually melee units coming up from this city-state that could be turned into very strong units when Hungary gets in there. We do have Ondu also with Astrakhan to the east side towards Mitla, quite far away from his land. He did leave an open space for another city here next to Voronezh, and he's aware that he's gonna need to do much better when it comes to the sim here. He's on 54 science with 105 culture, starting to get into the culture. Ooh, Anshan has been defeated. Wow, okay, Ottomans actually going towards Hungary. With coursers, he's gonna try to attack Hungary here from the west side. We do have KabachOk realizing he's gonna be attacked and getting a few horses of his own. He doesn't have that many units on the west side, and he's gonna need to scramble to get some in there. These coursers are moving quite fast. The biggest issue, of course, for Ottomans would be he doesn't have a general to work with. And I do have to say, Ottoman is extremely motivated to actually take a city away from Hungary. He lost a settler earlier to that juicy scout, to that sneaky scout of Hungary, so I'm pretty sure he's extremely motivated to get a revenge point over here. Oh, we're gonna pause? Oh. Yeah, we need a reload before this. Or... Hey, Meniashu Global. Hello there, sir. How are you doing? Oh, he actually kept the city of Anshan? No. And a cat, of course. Predictions is quite clearly for yeah, it looks like well, only 2,000 points, but yeah. El Truand also good day to you, sir. Vukuros, the Ottoman push is pretty juicy. Well, we're gonna need to see what's gonna happen if Ottomans is actually gonna keep on going. I'm really curious. Until they figure this out, I'm just gonna go and get coffee. Coffee! Coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee, fee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Okay, so we're getting this going. Ethelfled as the general for Hungary. Looks like KabachOk is starting to acquire quite a few of those points, getting more science. We do have, of course, the Samurai with 84 science and 47 culture, kind of mirroring KabachOk's 84 and 48, honestly. They're very, very close to each other. Close to each other in the production points, a little more for the Ottomans. I would have expected him to get a lot more gold. I don't know why he has only 34 gold, but I guess he's working a lot of these internals or something. Oh, no banks, no bazaars. Come on, bro. You gotta get the banks, bro. Like, one of the biggest things of Ottomans, if we take a look over here, is the fact that Suleiman does get... wait, bro. What is this? Bazaar? I need to go... No, Bazaar. Suleiman does get this one. Accumulate extra strategic rift for every one trade out capacity from the bank. This is the replacement bank. Plus 2 gold for each trade outs from this city. Plus 1 gold for each trade outs to this city. So amazing overall, right? You need to get it. You need to get it. That's a must have. Somebody put down Mahabodhi Temple and I want to see who. Oh, there we go. Wood Splinters did put it down. Mahabodhi Temple. Still no switch over here. Come on, guys. Guys. Wave the poo. This is the way of the poo. Why do... Oh, man. Don't tell me TRYNDA doesn't want to rename it or something. Come on, bro. The way of the poo. Like, the way of the poo into the battle of the poo. Doesn't it make sense? Right? Anyway, we got the workshop, this Civ, yeah. Preslav coming up with more workshops. Looks like TRYNDA did finish that St. Basil Cathedral, and he's gonna get the extra points of food production and culture throughout his city. Oh my god, this is amazing. Not to mention he's getting with other goddess some extra points of faith. We do have Mongolian horse. This is the pillage squad coming up from the pain machine over here to the west of TRYNDA. He does need to figure out how he's gonna get in there and of course get to pillage as many times as possible. I doubt he's actually gonna get cities, but he can definitely get pillages. Very far, he's also TRYNDA is very far away from any of his opponents. I don't think he actually needs to worry about that, but of course getting pillaged by a nation 40 tiles away, it's a problem. And we do have Mongolia just sending more Keshiks on the way. It's gonna take like 40 turns, but they're gonna get there. We do have Arabia also coming up with a few units, trying to see what's going on here. The Mamluk is sitting in a forest overviewing the north of Choir, while he's getting Abu in the south. He's trying to figure out if Mongolia's military score is actually being sent against him or prepared in Choir, or what is going on. Like, where is that military going? They need to find out. Oh my god. Oh, just really, bro. It's Groovy just sending food pics to me on Discord, making me drool over here. Man, I didn't get to eat this morning, bro. I'm gonna eat after the stream and you're making me drool all over the keyboard over here. I'm gonna destroy my keyboard because of this. No. Okay, Etemenanki was getting built by somebody. Let me actually see who. Not here, not Vietnam, no. Was it here? No, not Hungary. Hungary, by the way, did notice what's going on here. Kokekota, no. Where was it built? Here? Oh, right. It was built in KTY. There we go, in Phoenicia's land. And this is one of the moments that Phoenicia needs to put those resend those traders towards the south. And yeah, there we go. We got multiple traders going on the water, and he's gonna start building up that economy. 70 points of that is French toast with leftover spiral ham in the... Oh, bro. Oh, no. And you have some, how do you call them? You have some fruits on the right side. Berries over there. Oh my god, bro. Big Canada gamer. Yeah. Big Canada gamers. Yes, big Canadian gamers, definitely. And big people fat fooders over here as well. Oh my god, bro. I am, you know, I actually started losing weight a little bit. I haven't actually shared this with anybody yet, but I should share it with everybody. My family put me to eat half the how to say the plates I was eating before, and I definitely started losing weight immediately. Lost like 3 kilograms, 4 kilograms in a few days, in a week, I guess. Now I'm gonna keep going and see when I end up on. We'll see. We'll see. My usual weight is around like 75, so I still have like 15 to go. Anyway, looks like Bezdomnyi coming up with the defense to the east side. He did improve most of his cities in the capital, and he's gonna get commercials so he can get those extra gold points for Kazandar. That's gonna be a major improvement on all of the trade routes that Kazandar is sending. Michael on holiday rations? Yes, rations. Yes, exactly. Well, I need to prepare for Christmas, bro. Like, I have a month that I need to prepare for. Like, on Christmas, oh my god, the foods, bro. They're unbelievable. They're like so juicy. And I like, just thinking about them, it makes me drool. Anyway, we're going to see Canadian Mounties. Oh my god, bro. These are horses that are gonna end up getting into fights with Mounties. TRYNDA is just gonna take out these units with no effort whatsoever. One unit to rule them all, basically. Bro, why is this Snapchat sending me stuff? No, just no. You're annoying. Okay, so one did die. We're gonna see another one dies here soon, and Mausoleum of Halikarnassus is also gonna finish. Looks like Canada did finish his Mahabodhi temple to the east side, and he's gonna get to finish his religion swiftly with those two apostles. He did also manage to get more diplomatic points. He's on 6 out of 20. He can get a harbor here in the south, and I'm pretty sure he can build a Statue of Liberty in the north. The way of the pool. Nobody renamed them. Guys, what is going on? Lassie Serpel. Who was it? Finarfin. What are you guys doing? Why are you slacking? Bro, guys, why are you slacking? No, get the points, guys. Man, there's no way of the pool here. Anyway, we do have Ottomans going against Hungary. Looks like we got a few black armies also on the map here. These are going to be strong enough to defend against these Ottoman samurais. And from what I can see, we do have a general here for Hungary to help him out, while there's no general on Ottomans. That's a big issue. Oh, finally! Oh my god, 1060 plus grand bazaars coming out from Izmir and Istanbul. Bursa is going to start exploding when it comes to the gold screen. So let's check it out, guys. Before bazaars, 37 gold, right? This is before bazaars. What's gonna happen in the next few turns when he's gonna get all of those bazaars online? We do have also a Barbary Corsair coming up from Ankara. Only 9 more, well, I guess I say only, but there's 9 more turns until the next era. And it does look like on the Russia side, we do have a lot of cities established. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 cities. We can actually check the era score for a much easier count. Yeah, 11 cities for Russia. We got 10 on Bezdomnyi, 10 on Kazandar, 10 on Samurai, while I do see 55 is only on 7. We do have KabachOk on 8. TRYNDA is on 6, and then Mongolia is on 6. But this is just insane, bro. Look at the Canadian Mounties just not caring about the horses at all. Yeah, 77 strength unit with Defender of the Faith going against the Mongolian horde. Yeah. By the way, stupas were his choice of specializing building for Canada. We got the Defender of the Faith over here, and of course more mount is actually coming out from his cities. He didn't have enough faith then, but I think he has enough faith now to buy another mountie and defend his cities properly. Okay, he's also getting more archaeologists to get the works in, and looking at this culture, we do have him exploding when it comes to the tourism. On 160 tourism per turn, he did manage to more than double since the last time we checked. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be wild over here for TRYNDA. Russia is gonna be the one, and of course Batriu actually. Wait. It was Batriu first. Batriu, where is Batriu? So TRYNDA is 7 out of 38, and the 55 is the one with 37 domestics. Russia is also 36, so they're very close to each other when it comes to trying to defend this. Oh, KabachOk, trying to attack into Yaroslav over here with his 2 crossbows. He's gonna start attacking into that city's defenses, and Russia will need to put more units to defend that city. We do have Russia with GMC, that's the Grandmaster Chapel, available as a specializing building of choice in his government, and of course Russia can keep on buying these units on the front line. The biggest issue is how much faith does he have to benefit into putting into these units, and of course he can only buy 1 unit from the city because there's no encampment there, and it's not like he has cities very close. Didn't build a connection road from Yaroslav to Argalansk and Argangelsk actually. And we do need to see if he's ever gonna get the ancient walls. Ondu is still in a monumentality golden age. He can buy a builder. I guess he does have a builder here, and he chopped the walls up. I'm not so sure that's gonna be a good thing because Hungary does have a serious amount of crossbows here that he can put to attack Yaroslav. Just trying to figure out, okay, is this gonna happen? Yeah, it is gonna happen. 39 string city. Looks like Ondu is preparing to put another one in there. He is getting his units taken down first, and KabachOk moving in with his men at arms. That's enough damage. That's actually more than enough damage to keep on taking down the city strength. And of course, honestly, usually Hungary doesn't care about his levied units. He just wants to keep on pounding on the enemy city. And a big mistake from Ondu was not to actually buy a new men at arms or a stronger unit in the city of Yaroslav to boost that defense. It makes it much harder even with the walls to attack into. So yeah, I think it would have been much better there. No one. Well, they did try to trade this city, but it didn't work, and now, well, they ended up like this. They didn't want to reload this. Oh well. I do notice, by the way, Suleiman just doubled in gold per turn. He's on 85 gold per turn, 213 production with the bazaars coming online. A campus is also getting in there, and more bazaars getting built. He's gonna go over 100 gold really quickly. And these are all internals, but I don't think he's actually trading externally. He started actually. He has 3 traders going towards Karakorum, which does actually benefit from a commercial zone. I stand corrected over here. Now we do have, let's see, more Hungarian units coming up on the west side. The black armies are coming online from most of his cities. Looks like the moment Hungary can, actually, he should take over the city of Anshan and just raise it to the ground. He should just be left to take that city and raise it to the ground. Anyway, let's see in the cities. We do have Mongolia dealing some more damage. Canadian Mounties getting higher in strength. They're gonna pillage the GMC, and it looks like TRYNDA was left with a few points that he could have used. He's not gonna get to use anymore. And we do have a listening post starting to come online here from the spy. And more of these caches are starting to appear from Canada. He's just putting as many of them as possible against his opponent here. I'm quite surprised that TRYNDA didn't actually build a city to the west side, and of course you do see he's using his archaeologists to get more of those works. Very nice, easy juicy points. 170 tourism per turn, while we do have a 55 on 160 culture. Doesn't look like a good match. This capital city of TRYNDA is generating what, 80 plus production, 82.7 production, 2 turning a Mountie, and we do see him getting a few more of these industrial zone logistics campus research projects. So he gets first of all the engineer Imhotep, and second of all he's trying to get Newton out. I don't think anybody got Hypatia, but I can, oh, somebody did get Hypatia finally. It was in 400 BC, and it was actually Dido who managed to recruit it. That's something that we didn't actually see. I do see Mongolia snatched Hildegard of Bengen. This would have been amazing for somebody like Arabia. It looks like he didn't get it. We got more cities coming up from Arabia. Bezdomnyi is keeping up his economy actually in balance, in check, with 3 gold per turn. He's getting a lot more of these encampments going, and looks like he's getting up for the next part of the game where he's gonna need to get a lot of tanks going. Good morning, sir. Actually, you know, it's good morning for you, and it's just like the sun is setting, even though it's like 5 p.m. for me. It's like 16:53. Yeah, there we go. I need to open up the lights. How are you doing, small soldiers, by the way? How was your weekend start? Sorry, I was doing a clip really quickly. Okay, finally Hungary is gonna get Anshan, and it looks like KabachOk's Black Armies are going to make quick work of it. It's only a 20 defense strength city. It's going to go down quickly. Looks like we do have a lot more units coming out here, and he's going to try to push back Ottomans. I gotta say, these do have a serious chance of taking out all of the Ottomans units here, especially with the offense of the general, and of course if they do manage, if KabachOk does manage to keep science lead. I was thinking actually he has a science lead, but he was the one mirroring, right, Samurai? So I guess it's not going to be that much of an advantage going against his opponent, other than that general he has. Let me actually take a peek over here, take a stab. Let me share this really quickly so I don't forget about it. There we go. Fantastic, excited to watch some games. Damn, TBD is great map for general. Oh my god, bro. I totally forgot about it. Nobody actually told me about this, and I totally forgot about it. Thank you so much, Groovy. Thank you, Groovy. You see, showing up and already giving me good advices. Thank you, sir. Waiting also to see what Hungary is gonna do here, and at the same time we do need to see Bezdomnyi's 215 science. How is he gonna work? Oh, liberation. Oh man, that should have been raised. That should definitely be raised. But anyway, I guess they're getting punished over here for allowing the city state to survive. Oh well, Canada did manage to take out that horse next to sanitation station that was taking out his Grandmaster Chapel, and he's gonna need to rebuild that while he's trying to figure out what he's gonna do against these other Kesheks. Now we do have to take a look also at Imhotep. What is he gonna do with Imhotep? He still needs to get Statue of Liberty. He still needs to get the Potala Palace if he actually wants to go for a diplomatic victory here. And those are still what is it? 4 points. 4 points that he can acquire easily through wonders. Really want to take a look at the score screen here. There's a serious advantage when it comes to the Diplo favor in the next vote because of that takeover. They already had an advantage anyway, like 173 points for the KabachOk is not something you wanna pass by. Bezdomnyi 116, Kazandar 144, and TRYNDA on 115. Honestly, I was expecting TRYNDA to get some more, but I guess it's just now that tourism kicking in. He does get 1 extra Diplo favor point per 100 tourism, so he's about to get 2 per turn just because of that. We do have also Russia trying to gear up with more culture. He's only on 129, while FiftyFive did manage to finally get over 100 science with 137 and 158 culture. Not that big of an economy on 31, and I guess they are basing everything on Ottomans. This is Ottomans getting more and more gold per turn, 150 now. We do need to take a look at the era score since we're getting very close to the Renaissance era. Let's take a look what's going on here. Looks like Dark Age, Normal Age, Dark Age, and then we do have KabachOk getting Heroic Age, 88 out of 69, Bezdomnyi 86, 95, that's gonna be 9 points away. Kazandar, Dark Age, TRYNDA going very into the golden, okay. He's gonna keep his golden age, and he did manage to push back all of the Mongolian units. They did get a few pillages from him, and I guess some of the mines do need to get repaired, but I don't think it was that big of a deal. The biggest deal, I guess, it was that he needed to repair some of like the GMC, for example, and put a lot of faith into these Mounties, where he could have just banked up on that faith and got rock pants a little bit later. He shouldn't be that far away. With 312 culture per turn, he shouldn't be that far away from getting that. Okay. Give me a second. Industrial Zone Logistics coming up in 3 turns. From this, we do need to check out the next great people. St. James of St. George, I guess they just want to chew through them and get as fast as possible to the next ones. In the merchant screen, we did have quite a few of them being picked up here, and I do see Isodor also got snatched by Canada, so he did manage to get 2 of those. Definitely he's gonna have a serious chance of getting a Statue of Liberty next to the coast, and I think he already has the ability to put it down. It's just a matter of getting those engineers there. I do also want to point out he did manage to get a mausoleum at Halicarnassus, which does give him an extra point of action here on each of these great engineers. Okay, GMC finishing up next turn. These Kesheks are gonna be cleaned up, and we do need to see what's gonna happen in the next phase. Of course, I'm pretty sure FiftyFive cannot afford to actually do anything other than defend the culture victory here. I didn't see anybody actually get Colosseum. Did we have Colosseum? No, actually Phoenicia was with a good chance of getting Colosseum. He never got it. Let's see here. No Colosseum here. Nobody actually got Colosseum. Wow, that's actually one of the first games I've seen in a long time that nobody got Colosseum. Definitely there's a serious issue for Mongolia. We do have a lot of these Mamluks coming up online. More of them are getting built, and I do see Arabia getting more settlers. The biggest issue for Mongolia would be Mongolia doesn't have any more science and culture to keep up with Bezdomnyi. He has basically like triple the amount of his science and double the amount of culture on Arabia. Yes, neither of them actually have the economy, but their teammates do, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see tanks coming up from Arabia, or even helicopters. I think tanks is gonna be the fastest way there. We do have him, of course, with also a good pathway and a fast pathway to get to fascism and at the same time nationalism. Mobilization. So fascism, army, tanks coming out from Arabia is not going to be that phantasmagorical. We're going to need to see if Mongolia is going to have what it takes to defend against this. At the moment, he's trying to do a defensive or an attack army going against Arabia here. He's going to end up fighting against the Mamluk horse with Abu, so that's not going to happen. The Mamluks do get an extra heal anyway. With Abu, it's going to be just much stronger. Unfortunately, Mongolia just wasn't, and this is one thing that unfortunately happens on this map in particular, on the Highlands map. It's just not a map in which Mongolia can actually develop nicely and attack into somebody. You've seen multiple times, so I guess I have to explain this a little bit more in detail. With Mongolia, if you don't have an enemy to go against, you don't go Keshex. Like, this is big no-no. You don't go Keshex. You just go and set up commercials, campuses, you get your theater squares going, you get like a wonder for them and so on, and you try to build up your empire just as normally as you do any other empire. You try to go for 9, 10 cities, 12 cities, and the biggest possible, getting advantages on the way. So basically you ignore the timing of the Keshex to go for sim. Later on in the game you try to build up advantages through the intelligence that you have, like extra visibility over your opponent, and you, as much as possible, you get that I would say that damage point, but it's not ideal. It's never going to be ideal. Yes, you can get, but at the same time your opponents can counteract that extra intel that you have against them, so definitely not ideal. I have seen modern army plus 18 against other players, so yeah, it is possible. It's just not usually happening, because the Keshex attack just is amazing. So in this situation where there was a lot of distance between Mongolia and his opponents, it kind of felt like it's a bit too much out of the way for him to go for these. And I'm pretty sure TRYNDA, when he saw these Keshex on his border, he was like, oh, okay, we got this, boys. Because like, that's a nation taken away from your opponent, basically. And Arabia can just walk over him when he gets to tanks. Anyway, we do have more campuses coming up from TRYNDA. He's still on 90 science and 318 culture. I do need to see when he's gonna put that the Statue of Liberty. It doesn't look like in the way of the pool he actually put one down. We do have him going for Forbidden City, and finally he's getting his national parks, of course, with the Mounties. With the Civic that he gets the Mounties with, he's gonna get the technology to actually put these national parks in. We did have also Isaac Newton picked up by Phoenicia. This is another one of the powerhouses in the game. Kazandar does have a lot of cities to work with, 10 at the count, 73 population, and now with Hypatia and Newton, he's going to get a lot of science to work with. I also noticed Bezdomnyi is going to start converting his cities finally. Oh my god, that took a while. He's going to start converting his ally cities. Usually you don't want to do this from the beginning, so it actually matters, but now I guess it will matter anyway. We do have, of course, Phoenicia with a lot of production potential, 244 at the moment, and I don't think he actually has shipyards. Yeah, he doesn't have shipyards, nor does he have a lot of industrial zones. Usually that's the way to go with Phoenicia, so you can manage to get an extreme amount of advantages. Even if you put one industrial zone and you just get a factory in there, it just gives so many bonuses to the other cities that already get usually shipyards and so on, and it's just a big ball of amazingness. We do need to see what the attack of Hungary is going to do against Ottomans. We do have trap zone getting push here, and it looks like KabachOk is trying to use as much as possible his extra damage points against Ottomans quickly, so he doesn't allow Ottomans to get faster, stronger units against him. Hello there, Matragox. How are you doing, sir? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. give me a second. Yep, Hungary getting the walls in one. He's gonna try to keep this city, but at the same time, he's probably gonna lose the units around him. I'm pretty sure Hungary doesn't actually wants to take cities, just wants to pillage a little bit. And of course, he did manage to get 100 Diplo favor points from liberating Anshan. That was major. That was so important. We got Hussars coming up in the north, and these are gonna be stronger units to go against Russia. The biggest thing is they do want to destabilize Russia as fast as possible, so they do not allow him to get stronger. Of course, Russia does benefit from 233 faith a turn. He does have 244 in the bank and could buy out stronger units if he has the technology. I don't see him benefiting from Cossacks though, and he does have printing at the moment. Looks like he does benefit from crossbows and coursers. That's the highest technology unit that he has, which he already built. He got damage, by the way. It looks like Muscat did manage to pressure Arkhangelsk actually enough that he took over that city. Muscat can still be levied, and well, that's costly, but I guess I'm pretty sure KabachOk is gonna try to do it anyway. He's gonna keep on attacking to the Russian side from the southeast side, while he's gonna pressure his opponent here from the direct south. He will probably break Russia at some point if things don't change. And by things don't change, I mean Russia keeps on simming instead of getting armies out. He should get armies out. Okay, we do have a significant force actually starting to come out against Canada. More and more Keshiks are starting to pour in through the one-tile choke towards Canadian lands. And we do have, of course, TRYNDA realizing he needs to get out of there as soon as possible. Otherwise, even his Mounties might actually succumb to the Keshik strength. Can you imagine Mongolian Mounties? That might be a thing here. Yeah, we do have Canada also putting Machu Picchu from his capital to work and settling more of these national parks. We do have him right now with 241 tourism, and of course in the culture screen he's 11 out of 51 to get a win. Yeah, getting out of there. Get out of there. Okay, cording up to save it. There we go. And the Keshiks definitely don't do that much damage, but they could have taken that one weak one down. Okay, new ones coming up to fight. Let's see, he needs to get all of them on the front line now. All of them. Get in there. Oh, Kilvak is Ivani. He's not even... I don't even see him prioritizing that much to get that Diplo victory, honestly. He's on 6 out of 20. He could get 9, 10 out of 20, and then with the next World Congress that he's gonna get in next turn, he's gonna be quite strong. Dark Age, Normalist, Dark Age. None of the players have retired from China did manage to get golden. On the other side, we got KabachOk Heroic Age, and I do need to see this attack. We got the Bezdomnyi Normal Age. It looks like Kazandar Dark Age, and TRYNDA did get a golden. KabachOk did go for Monumentality, Reform the Coinage, and Hixun Dracones. Of course, he's gonna get that extra gold from his trade routes, and he started pressuring Ottomans here. But Ottomans finally got the Janissaries out. These are gonna be more than enough strength to defend against the black armies. We do have also TRYNDA with Reform the Coinage Golden Age. Your traders cannot be plundered, and of course he is gonna get all of those juicy points from trading with Hungary. Both of them having reformed the coinage does mean their economies are gonna go way high, sky high. We got KabachOk 205, we got Bezdomnyi 15, Kazandar 99, and TRYNDA is on 81. Of course, TRYNDA doesn't actually have that many trade routes to use, but still, the few trade routes that he has, he's gonna get a lot of gold from. We do need to see also how fast Arabia can actually get his technologies. He did go top 3 for a while here, and I do see 2-4 mines every... Well, I guess that's not that big, is it? Where are... Well, oh well. it is what it is. Military engineers coming up from him. We do have more temples, and Bezdomnyi does benefit from 380 faith attending 340 production. That's an insane amount of production available. Of course, no gold to speak of, but now he's buying out the Mamluks from everywhere. We might actually see a fast cuirassier timing against the Mongolia. We'll see. Well, defense actually, because you can see Mongolia is trying to pressure him. I don't know why, but I guess there's no other way for Mongolia to do anything here, and he wants to pressure his opponent. Let's go for this. Let's go for this. Okay. B B B B B B B B B B B B B B B. Oh, was it? 1 second, I need to do. Oh. This is unbelievable, by the way. I keep ignoring Snapchat, and Snapchat just sends messages to me. It's so annoying. Do you guys use Snapchat? If you ignore Snapchat, it's just nagging you with so many messages, like useless messages, like, oh, the Team Snapchat sent a message to you. And you're like, oh my God, did I do something wrong? And you open it up, it's like a meme or something. And then like, you got whatever offer to open, and you're like, bro, I don't want any offer from you. Let me be. Like, you know, you're just a messaging app. Let me message people if I want to, and not message people if I don't want to. You know? What is this? Okay, so next Congress came alive. We do have Migration Treaty, Welfare Lawyer going for this. +5 loyalty, -20 population. Okay, that's a bit bad, but I guess it is what it is. Okay. We do have Susi Baka actually getting the +10 religious strength, and the Welfare Lawyer did get a 2 Diplo. That was the most important one, actually, the 2 Diplo points. TRYNDA is on 10 out of 20, and that's before he got Potala and the Statue of Liberty. We're going to need to see when he's going to want to get those. I do see one city takeover really quickly. KabachOk did manage to breach the defenses of Russia in Pskov, and he is going towards Kazan now. He does have all of these hussars that are starting to do significant damage against his opponents. Now we do have wait, it's +2 from Anshan. Does he have more? No? +2 from Mohenjo, so +4 from city-states being levied over here. It does appear. +2 from Anshan, +2 from Mohenjo. Maybe he can get another Sus there for another +2. He does have a general Amina, which is of course a Renaissance industrial one. It's a good one, and the biggest question is, would KabachOk try to go against Kazan here, or is he gonna try to go against Novgorod? Novgorod doesn't have walls, Kazan does, and of course it's gonna be much harder for him to push through. I do also see an extra internal opponent's movements coming out from KabachOk, and I do also notice that those were all of his units. He's gonna need to get stronger ones. He did manage to do a re-levy, but not before Muscat actually deleted some of his units, and I do believe he's gonna be in trouble. These aren't as strong as you might think, and Hungary needs to actually do some more damage here in the southeast, forcing Russia to spend some more. We do have to also take a look at Arabia, and of course the next part of the game is going to be extremely important. There is an attack going on from Vietnam against LPQI. He's going to try to pressure a little bit Phoenicia to force him to build some more, but honestly, like, this looks like an attack, but it doesn't actually phase out as an attack. He built the infrastructure, he kind of gave up his hand here, and because of that, FiftyFive is gonna need to do a double strength attack against Phoenicia. I don't think he has that big of an advantage when it comes to the science and the culture to make it effective, and nor does he have the economy here. He does have the production though, 264 production versus Kazandar's 257. Now we do see Phoenicia immediately realizing he's gonna need to put some units in the water, on the land, and he's getting encampment training projects for the general. He's getting a lot of heavy chariots to work for him, and they're trying to put as much damage there. No Dai Kingi Nora, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome to the stream. Let's see what's going on here. This is the biggest question. Looks like walls are going up in 2 turns. Hussars cannot attack now, and the biggest question is, can they take that city in 1 turn? Because next turn is the only turn they're gonna get to take that city. Otherwise, it's gonna get the walls up. It cannot be put under siege because of this 1-tile lake, and it is, I guess, gonna force them to just go for the pillages. They're gonna be annoyed. Well, you know, it is what it is. Still, KabachOk's attack does destabilize Russia considerably. We do have TRYNDA going for that culture victory. 17 out of 54 culture points. I should say tourists, and 278 tourism per turn. We do have FiftyFive unfortunately dropping the ball on that one because he's not putting up any more defense against his opponent, and Peter, the one that is defending at the moment, is actually losing cities. He's on 53 domestics, and of course getting pressured by Hungary is going to be a bad thing for their whole team. Nobody is up there to pick up the slack. Ottomans is also getting pressured by Hungary, and I do have to point out Ottomans here is more prone towards, or his whole setup was actually towards gold generation, not culture generation. He's going to need to wait a long time to actually re-specialize his cities. If he even can do that, by the way, he needs a lot of population to do that. We do have Mongolia trying as fast as possible to go for military science, and he is going to get his calves going. The biggest question would be, does this matter to go against Arabia? I'm pretty sure Arabia can already get piking shots, or he's very, very close to getting piking shots. He's actually, let me take a look, his military science 1 turn as well, and he does benefit from 322 science and 190 culture. If he doesn't have piking shots, he's gonna get them really quickly. I'm sure of this. We do need to see what's this gonna be all about. Okay, Canada. Oh, actually, a lot of these Keshiks are getting in there. Well, how are they getting in there? They're getting one shot. Is Canada just not having enough of these Mounties to take them out? Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess so. I guess. Come on, take this out. Like, why are you keeping that one? Okay, come on. Okay, 1 down, 2 down. I guess it's fine. It's more than fine. He's gonna get to use the Mountie core in the capital to just heal, and it's fine. getting more of these national parks, and of course he does need to improve the forest in there. He's also gonna get more faith. We do have TRYNDA on 170 faith a turn, and I'm certain that he is gonna try to get some of the rock bands when he's gonna get there. In the tech side, he's 2 turns mobilization, 4 turns military science. It's gonna take a very long time to actually get to his computers. Computers is very far in the top 3 of the technology tree, and he didn't go at all on the top 3. It's gonna take a while, a long time. I'm very surprised we don't see Filippo and of course the judges of Imhotep trying to go into Statue of Liberty. Did anybody build Statue of Liberty? I don't think it did. I don't think they did. Are they just trying to, you know, confuse their opponents into spending more time into the game or something? Okay, now we're gonna need to see what Hungary is gonna do here. Novgorod did manage to get the walls up, and it doesn't look like KabachOk did try to go actually to take that city. He just pillaged around. He's gonna get a few more mines pillaged, and I do see he is repositioning his units towards the main cities of Russia. There is a possibility for him to attack Moscow or Kazan. Both of them are actually viable cities. Kazan is gonna be much stronger, and of course Russia is trying to get his Cossacks going, 2 turns away from military science of his own, and he's gonna get that going soon. Let me see. Oh, somebody won. Okay, I see another game finished, by the way. I see Notice Me Senpai versus Civ Australia finished. I don't know who won there, but it's quite important. I believe Civ Australia was about to get a serious lead over everybody in their group, so we're going to need to see if they did manage to do so or not. Does anybody know what happened there? In the gold yields tab, we only have Samurai coming up with a decent amount of gold on the retired from China team. We do have him on 189 gold points, and of course you do see Vietnam unfortunately doesn't actually have enough gold per turn to upgrade all of his units. He's going to need to get from his allies the gold per turn, and that's going to put so much effort on him, so much pressure on him. We do have cuirassiers also upgraded in Phoenicia's land, and we do have Kazandar, TRYNDA and KabachOk, all 3 of them doing decent amount of gold. 269 KabachOk, Kazandar 152 and TRYNDA on 123. Hey, Hash K, bonjour, monsieur. Hello there, sir. And of course, I do think the game finished. Welcome everybody. Bienvenue à tout le monde. Well, on our stream, we are watching a game from the CPL Premier League, and we do see retired from China go against the LaGGers. You can see on the right side we do have the LaGGer team. Well, coming up from CPL Premier, it's TRYNDA with Kazandar, Bezdomnyi and KabachOk, while on the left side we got Boxes. I don't know who Boxes is. 55 Samurai and Ondu, and they have been fighting on the Highlands map for some time now. Victory for Notice Me Senpai against, oh my god, that is a surprise. That's an upset over there. I was thinking Civ Australia is gonna get the win. Looks like it didn't. Oh, 1 second. Demonar is asking me for clarification. Erudite Gaming, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. Bonjour, Paulush, Demolition FR. Hello, bonjour, monsieur. How is everybody doing? How was the game? I hope you had an extraordinary game. You're just on time, by the way. This is exactly when on this map we're getting these attacks coming around. Of course, Mongolia has been, well, a bit sleeping for so long because he didn't actually get close enough distance to actually use his military power, and now he's starting to put to work his units going against Arabia. Bezdomnyi did get a really weak spawn, but made it work with 361 science and 201 culture. He's gonna need to defend against these Mongolian calves, and you can see how many of them did get upgraded here. They do have enough strength to go against even the Pagishots of Arabia, and you did see they did actually convert one of the Mamluks. That's going to be quite amazing going forward if he does manage to put the put them to work for him. Priad42, thank you so much for the follow, sir. And why game so early? That's a very good question. Because that's how they because it's a Chinese team going against a European team, so they have a different time zone, and they wanted to accommodate in the middle. That was the middle of the day, and also I do have to say, we did have I did have to compensate for the civilization draft tonight. We do have the CivGive coming up tonight. If you want to know more information about it, it's the CivGive exclamation mark the CivGive over here. You can actually donate for this charity event that we have coming up on the 11th of December. Tonight we're gonna have the night that we're gonna find out what kind of ally we're gonna have. There's gonna be like teams and 2v2v2v2s in the game, and I'm gonna find out what civilization I'm gonna play. So it's definitely quite an important night. I did want to be there as much as possible on the stream, on the live stream, and of course find out all of these answers myself, and at the same time I wanted to get some streams going during the day. This was the game that I found available, and of course that was quite something. Lassie Serpent asking us, is this the last week for the CWC group stage? No, we have actually 2 more weeks to go with a possible 3. Next week we're gonna have a super week with 2 games for each team back to back. They're gonna have to catch up as much as possible for the point. In the group stage we have a double round robin actually available for them, so they go against each other 2 times, and they find out who is going to be the best. That's actually the most voted option throughout the ambassadors of the communities. They wanted to give their teams as many chances as possible, so they can so they can find the best teams that need to go forward. So it is going to be quite important to see who's going to get the points at the end of this tournament. I don't need to quickly update, by the way, the scores over here. Give me a second. You said NMS did win against Civ Australia, so let me put this up. There we go. NMS, okay, there we go. Russia plus TRYNDA, yeah, basically. But it's honestly this Canadian spawn. Canada got like 3 of those camps in the capital. He even chopped one now. He has 551-2. Oh my god, look at these tiles. And of course he's getting Bolshoi theater in there. He did manage to get Temple of Artemis and went for Jesuit education with pilgrimage, defender of the faith and stupas for his religion. He does have a Forbidden City. He did get Mahabodhi Temple going for Kilva, and I think he is gonna put a Statue of Liberty over there as well. He is trying to deny and or get those Diplo points for himself. You can see that 10 out of 20 Diplo points right now. Definitely can get some more with the Statue of Liberty, with Potala Palace, with the Scientist. He's getting a lot of points. It was Russia that did manage to snatch away from him Goddess of the Hunt, first of all, and second of all, did manage to snatch Oracle, but he played around it quite nicely, and now we do see KabachOk is trying to be as much of a nuisance as possible against the units and the cities of Russia. Did take away Pskov from him, but now it's probably gonna get liberated here. We do need to see if Hungary is gonna get back the new units. He definitely needs to put a defensive force against these Cossacks of Russia. The Cossacks are quite powerful when it comes to attacking into the Hungarian troops, even if they're hussars. So I would believe he needs a defensive screen over here to the north of Debrecen and Egypt. Let me quickly open up something. I didn't actually get to log in, but I need to log in. Okay, on the website so I can update the points. What is this group? This is Group B, right? This is Group B. Okay. Estercom and Camon Training Project, and I do see. Okay, Mongolia. This is another one of those things. So Pakishot armies coming up to defend Arabia. We were actually looking at how Arabia was planning this out, and one of the things that we did notice was his, of course, spamming of encampments. Bigger and bigger, more and more encampments were starting to come out of his cities. We were expecting him to start to ramp up his military soon-ish. The biggest problem in the stopper was the gold, but he did manage to fix that. 444 production coming up from Bezdomnyi with a 385 faith per turn. It does look like not only is he gonna get to defend against Mongolia, he's probably gonna push him back with tanks soon enough. I do think, of course, it's just gonna be a matter of time until Bezdomnyi is gonna get enough of those units to attack into his opponent over there. We do have more of these campuses coming online. Kurasi is moving on the front line, and you do see they're matching the strength of the cast, not really totally taking them out. Wow, that was a lot of damage coming up from the calves, and it looks like they did manage to take out that Pakishot army. Definitely a serious issue that these Pakishots cannot deal enough damage against the calves of Mongolia. Very, very strong units coming up, especially with the +6 intel on opponent's movement, the Hungarian horde, and he did get the +5 from the melee attack units. He is in a dark age, so he's trying to use every little bonus that he can against his opponents. Let me see the thing over here. We do have, okay, one, okay, I think this is it. In the Great People screen, we did have Phoenicia managing to get Hypatia and Newton at the same time. We're going to need to see in the scientist screen if we're going to see that extra Diplo point appear. Within the engineer screen, Canada did get most of the important ones. Imhotep and Filippo did get recruited by him. I think he also got the other one. I forgot how it's called, but I think he got the third one as well. Let me actually double check this. This one, Isodor. Yeah, he did get Isodor as well. That's what I was meaning. Looks like Giovanni de Medici was recruited by Ottomans for the free bank, and of course the bazaar over here for him. Ottomans is the only one actually doing decent gold on his team. He's on 200 gold per turn, and he's quite close to Hungary. He did manage to defend against a Hungarian attack, but couldn't push back. And one of the biggest issues is they cannot afford to upkeep a big army, especially tanks, artilleries, and helicopters in the next stage of the game. And that's not something that their opponents are gonna have a problem with. Especially you do see the major difference in the gold generation between the two teams. Okay, I think the points got updated. Okay. Some calves west of Canada. West of Canada. Wait, no. Oh, west here. Oh, this was actually quite an interesting happening. So Mongolia thought it's a good idea to actually send a lot of units towards Canada, and he just send like one horse here, another horse there, another horse here, another horse there, and so on. And he just kept on sending units against Mongolia. Yeah, maybe he forced Mongolia to get a bit more defensive and buy out some mounties. He did get a few pillages on the mines, but couldn't actually do that much, like, you know, do significant damage. That was a bit of a concern here, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure TRYNDA is gonna get soon his rock bands to play in his land, in his allies' land, and he does have Hungary to go for, or if he wants to, he can go for Arabia to the east. You can see he actually built a road there. He's putting more cities out, so he gets as many of these national parks as possible, and he did start to ramp up his acquirement of tourists. He's on 25 out of 67, putting him about, you know, very close to the halfway there. He would need 34 to be halfway there, and from what I can see, TRYNDA is gonna finish Bolshoi Theater. He does have 346 tourism in the bank, and the biggest thing is, okay, not only does he have this, but there isn't an opponent at the moment that is able to defend against him. That's the problem, right? So it's okay if you get a lot of tourism, but there is sometimes the possibility for your opponent to defend against it. At this point, Russia, who was doing the defense, is forced to defend himself on land against Hungary and push him back. Doesn't actually have the necessary production to go for more theater squares to get all of those cities out, and of course get the lavras and so on and so forth, get the extra culture going. He's only on 188 culture, and looks like in the culture screen he's barely on 66 domestics. That's the same number as 55s, which at the moment is trying to get his economy back on track with multiple banks, and definitely doesn't have the production remaining to go for anything else. And of course, you see, he tried an attack on Phoenicia, failed this attack. Phoenicia was ready. A lot of, I gotta say, throughout this game, I've seen a lot of soft power being used rather than hard power. And of course, like positioning, not really attacking units, trying to use minimal amount of units, minimal amount of force against your opponents, and so on, rather than going full force. Mongolia, on the other hand, did try to go full force against Arabia. Arabia is forced to defend himself here, and it looks like he's going to have serious issues throughout this defense, but I'm sure we got tanks coming out soon, and that's going to be a totally different beast to go against these cav corps. For example, Bezdomnyi is one turn away from getting refining. He did already get steel walls, 300 fortification health in all of those cities, and the most that Mongolia can do at this point in time is to try to pillage some of his opponent's tiles. That's about it. And another one, for some reason Snapchat is going crazy, guys, today. It's unbelievable. So I'm not messaging anyone and nobody's messaging me, but for some reason Snapchat really wants me to click on those notifications and open up the application. No, I'm not. Take that. I'm gonna delete the notification. I'm not gonna click on it. This is so annoying. This is the 4th notification I got today, and all of it because I didn't actually want to open Snapchat. How does that work? You know, so weird. So weird. Some camps west of Canada. Wait, I'm Daniel. Hello there, sir. Russia might full die. I see. What does ICL mean? Steel versus metal casting. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure Mongolia is gonna die, or Russia. I don't think Russia is gonna die. Mongolia is gonna die. Russia is not gonna die. I don't think it's gonna die. But it's gonna be having serious issues. That's different. Altirion also. Hello there, sir. Hello. Oh, I can't lie. Oh, I see. So this is like one of those not gonna lie. Okay. Didn't know you played in Civ China. Oh, that's a GG. Looks like 55 is calling it out. It is a GG. We got a winner over here. It is the LaGGers coming up with a win out of this weekend. We do have one more game for retired from China to go for, and tomorrow they're gonna play against HOH Holiday on Highlands, 1230 GMT. Almost the same time. Almost the same time. Look at that, guys. We got the games during the day. Okay, so let's actually see some post-game chat over here. I was watching some of the... Let me see. Post-game chat, post-game one. I need to move here and then wait for them. Of course, I don't have to point out TRYNDA was about to get a culture victory. He was getting there very, very quickly with 26 out of 70. It was very hard for Peter to come back into defending this. Vietnam also had serious issues defending this. And Mongolia couldn't actually take cities from Arabia. Way too much science and culture, not to mention production for Arabia's position here. And honestly, at the beginning, this land looks so bad. It looks so bad. We're gonna need to see. We'll play post game. We're gonna need to see what their opinion was, and I'm really curious about Bezdomnyi's opinion about this. KabachOk also did amazingly well, keeping up his opponents on their toes. Attacking them with city-states, trying to be as much of a wrecking ball as possible, as much of a nuisance, I guess, as possible, with his own units, with his city-states units, with everything he could to throw against his opponents. Man, if he had books, he would have thrown those books as well at his opponents. I'm just waiting in the post-game chat to see when they're coming in. You got here just in time. Hello there, Sloaner. Good evening, sir. Good day and good afternoon, I guess, sir. Oh, I need big announcement tonight, 2000 GMT. We're gonna have the Civ show host the Civ players civilization pick. Another message. What are you talking about, bro?
Mikhalic, hello.
Oh my God, Snapchat, bro.
Mikhalic, how are you?
Hello.
Who's Michalic?
I guess he's calling me Michalic, I guess. Yeah. Hello there, Bezdomnyi. And how are you, TRYNDA? Guten Abend.
Hello. Guten Abend.
Man, I saw Goddess of the Hunt taken away from you. And I was like, that's really bad. That's really bad. And then I saw you picking Earth Goddess. And then I saw you go for Jesuit education. Really, bro? Really? Okay. Oh,
yeah, I don't think you need Goddess of the Hunt. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
It's strong, but Faith is also good. Earth Goddess.
It did feel like it was kind of a deny for you, because Russia didn't have that many camps, like only one camp in the capital, and that was about it.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been great for me. Like, I had so many camps.
Yeah.
But they didn't really know that, like, for example, on the map before, where we remapped, I had 0 camps in my cap, so
yeah. Oh, that
could have been again 0
the
camps
Yum City. Yeah, the Yum camp.
Only sheep, 2 sheep. So, yeah.
Yeah. What I do have to ask, when did you make the choice of going culture victory versus diplo victory? Because you had both to go for.
Wait 1 second. Okay, so I don't know. I think when I play Canada, when you play Canada, you always, and Prism, you always try to go for like culture victory, and diplo victory is like diplo victory can kind of like easily be denied, right? Because you win 1 Congress maybe, but there's nothing to secure like winning the next Congress as well, because enemy team could just save the wards or something. So I think culture victory is just like way more safe.
Yeah, especially with Vietnam and Russia getting pressured, they couldn't have a lot of defense against you. But
Yeah, exactly.
you were still acquiring those, so you made it. You just acquired those points to acquire those points, or did you think about it as an open option?
Yeah, like a bit of both actually. So, like I wanted Mahabodhi to actually have the how's it called, Defender of the Faith, because
Yeah.
I was suspecting like usually you always get pushed in the late game as Canada because they wanna stop like your win condition. So yeah, that's why I built Mahabodhi, and of course it's for deep blue plans as well, in case we would need that condition.
Okay. And big question for Bezdomnyi. He was you were Arabia, right? Bezdomnyi?
Yeah.
What was your initial reaction when you saw your land?
GG.
GG.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, what was your reaction when you first saw your land? Like the whole marshes in the south, not a lot of cities to go for and stuff?
That's kind of fine. I saw the perspective to trade with Daida on naval, on coast. So we just both can. So we just can both settle the same coast and trade with each other. That's kind of good.
Yeah. Good evening, by the way. Good evening, HH. Oh, you're boxers, right? HHYJ is boxers. Okay,
And
so
also a lot of marshes.
You weren't that worried about the lack of good cities around you and stuff like that, and the marsh tiles. You chopped all of those marshes to the south. Unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah, with Magnus, dude. I got a golf title from the hut, set Magnus as first governor, and then just chop all the marshes and got like 16 citizens in my cup, even without Feed the World and the workshop building that gives you extra housing and food. That's unbelievably good. The only one thing that I'm sad about is I didn't get Coliseum, dude. That was the huge misplay probably from me. Like I had 16 citizen cup, but don't have entertainment complex for Coliseum. That's bad.
Yeah, but nobody did actually. Did anybody get Colosseum? I don't think I saw it.
No Coliseum in the game.
No.
Yeah, no. I know Phoenicia at some point put an entertainment complex, didn't go Colosseum.
Yeah, we saw the entertainment complex Phoenicia.
Yeah.
But we thought he would build it, but he did not.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
what do you think happened here, Francisco? Can you
okay,
tell us from your perspective?
Go ahead. What do you ask?
What do you think happened during the game? Can you tell us from your perspective? Like what?
Yeah, we set the strategy before the game. Like we would pick if they pick one of the civs like Canada or Russia. If they take Canada, we would take Russia, and if they ban Russia, we would ban Canada. But it seems like it didn't work. So next time we might change our strategy. To Canada is so big. We know that TRYNDA is a very good Canada player. So we just lose all the win con along with the time goes. So it just looks like we have 0 win con from like turn 50, turn 40. Yeah, I think that's all what happened, and we didn't play very good in game. Like one of my settler was taken, and we didn't set up very good externals. That's the biggest mistake in our team, I think. And our position is not very good. Like Genghis cannot erel Canada a bit much, and Hungary is very near to Russia, so he can erel Russia, which is our cultural defender. So that's it, in my perspective.
Yeah. Are you thinking of not picking Genghis Khan next time on Highlands? Was this?
We always willing to try this civ because we know that he's strong and he's unit building can buff his movement, so his RL range is very large. But for this map, I think it's too far away. Yeah, it's just not a good positioning.
Yeah. That sounds like what it happened.
Yeah.
It was still a good game, like definitely to watch. A little slower because it's silence, but it's a good game. GG, well played.
GG.
Also on Congress, we had to like block commercial hubs to not let Suleiman build his banks, but we fucked up on one diplo point, and then they blocked harbors for Kazandar, and Kazandar had like only 4 or 5 trade routes on Daida until turn 70, I guess. It's kind of slows him down.
We didn't thought about we can win that Congress actually. I think if you ban the Grand Bazaar, we just CC from after that Congress. I think Grand Bazaar is very strong, and yeah.
Yeah, we could have, but just fucked up, unlucky. Okay, GG, thank you for the game, boys.
GG, well played, and see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. We did hear a little bit from both teams. Definitely, it does seem like they know what happened during the game. They know what they should be doing differently in the next game, and that's definitely something that it's gonna help them on the long term. This is one of the reasons we actually do get the debriefs and so on. So everybody does. Understand what happened and also see the perspective of their opponents and their allies. Sometimes during the game you don't have enough time to analyze everything. You have a lot of moves to go for. The timing is not that big, and you do need as much as possible to coordinate with your allies on other stuff. Anyway, we did see, of course, TRYNDA over here with Canada managing to get a lot of tourism from the beginning. Even if Russia did try his best to keep him out of that culture victory, it looks like it wasn't happening. The culture victory was still going through. We do have him getting a lot of good stuff going, and actually wait, he's in the game. I'm not actually gonna pause this. Again, a big reminder for tonight, Peppermint Battle. By the way, thank you so much for the raid. I'm sorry I couldn't actually speak earlier. I was doing the post-game chat. Welcome everybody, and I do hope we're gonna see each other on the Civ show tonight. On the Civ show, we do have, by the way, big shout out to the Civ show. We do have the Civilization picks for the Civ Give, which is gonna be a charitable event. You can actually take a look at the more details over here on the Civ show. I think it's the civshow.com. You can take a look over there on the website, and we do have quite a few streamers gearing up to try to get $75,000 in donations, in terms of donations for the Games Outreach Foundation. They are a foundation that are making consoles for hospitalized kids, and I do hope they actually improve their time there. At the same time, I do also want to thank everybody that did give a follow, did give a subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated for everything. I do also want to point out, if you're coming up from YouTube, I do hope you enjoyed the show, and to give it a thumbs up, and we're gonna see each other in the next live stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV. You can always leave a comment down below to tell me some of your opinions about the game or the streams or whatever you want to ask me, or I don't know, give me some feedback on. Thank you so much for being here, and I do hope we're gonna see each other on Discord as well. Exclamation mark Discord, or in the description down below you're gonna see the link, the invitation link, so you can actually take a peek on my upcoming schedule. We do have a game tomorrow, 1230 GMT, retired for China, going against Holiday on Highlands next. Let's see what they're gonna do then. Have a good evening, have a good day, good afternoon, and we're gonna see each other in a few hours on the Civ show. Bye bye.